Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's
They don't
up.
need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, episode 68 to be exact. Yes, we are close to that goal of episode 100. And you know episode 69 next week is going to be spicy. What is up, guys, man? What is up? Jay Bari here, one of your hosts of the What's Up PlayStation podcast. If you guys are new to What's Up PlayStation podcast, we are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about the latest. And I tell you the greatest, the good, the bad, the ugly news of PlayStation throughout the week. And it's always a pleasure to host these podcasts, see you guys up bright and early, 11 a.m. in the morning, to talk about PlayStation, man. And like I said before, I am one of the hosts of What's Up PlayStation podcast. Right next to me, right across from me, right over there, him down there, him down yonder, is the other host of What's Up PlayStation podcast. And I mean, guys, listen, this man is the COD God. This man is that I want to play Destiny. This man is the role king in Uncharted. And I'm trying to tell you, Gaming with Persona is here, and he's live, and he's coming direct. Persona, what is good, man?
I'm a PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yes, sir.
But this is great for gamers.
Hey man, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona, the other half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. Yo man, I feel like I feel like I've been on like a podcast Twitter Spaces tour this week.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's been a crazy week. You know, I did a Twitter Spaces at the beginning of the week. Great turnout, right? 450 plus people.
Wow.
I did Persona Speaks. Then I was on Six podcast. Then I was on Thrash's podcast. Then I was in somebody else's Spaces. And obviously, What's Up PlayStation is today, which I always look forward to. I say it all the time, and that is because I mean it. I always look forward to the Saturday morning show. Chopping it up with you, man. Chopping up with the folks in the chat. This has been a crazy week for news, guys. This is going to be a crazy show. And Mr. Gamer Politician is here. He was here before I was.
Listen. Keep that man on leash.
I'm gonna try, man. He has a lot to say today, Bari. He definitely gonna try. He definitely gonna make an appearance in the show. But it's really good to be here, man. And I can't wait to talk about all things gaming. And it's a lot to talk about.
Persona, I mean, with this show, we are a PlayStation Central podcast, right? We've been doing, this is 67 episodes of focusing on PlayStation throughout the show. But
68 episodes.
I mean, this is the 68th episode, so I didn't really count this one because it's not really in the books yet.
Got you. Okay, got you.
But this episode, we're going to be talking and mentioning Xbox and Microsoft in this episode. So for those people that hang on to every single word that we say and whatnot. Oh, a PlayStation podcast mentioning Xbox. I mean, it's just rightfully so because how big of news that happened this week. So so we're gonna be talking about Xbox and Microsoft, but we're gonna have our PlayStation spin on things for it. But welcome everybody, man. We appreciate all of you guys in the chat. I see a lot of friendly faces. I see some new faces. I see some beautiful PlayStation Nation people in the chat, man. Shout out to you guys. We appreciate you guys showing us some support for What's Up PlayStation podcast. so far. Hit the like button if you can, and share the stream out to get the people in here. But before we start, I want to say, shout out to my man Wooly Gamer, man. He just got married recently. So congrats to you, man. That is a platinum trophy.
Absolutely.
So, congrats to both of you. You and your wife.
He found his player too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he's out here in these crazy streets. So, it's always good when you can find your player two and lock that down. That's always the ultimate goal. So shout out to Wooly, man. We're very happy for you, man.
Yeah, it's always a beautiful thing, finding your counterpart. So, shout out to you, man, and congrats to both of you guys on that achievement or that platinum trophy.
Hey, that's definitely a platinum trophy for sure.
Yes, sir. You know the vibes, man. But let's get this show rolling, man. Let's get shucking and jiving. Let's get this rigmarole going. You know the vibes, guys. If you're not new here, you know what we're going to start off with. The games for the week. And this is the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 games for the week for January 17th through the 23rd. Yo, shout out to Push Square for actually doing this. PlayStation Blog, I need you guys to get back on your thing, get back on your job, and update us with the drop for the week. You know what I mean? You guys should be doing that, not Push Square. That's keeping it real. That's keeping it real.
Facts.
Bye, Persona. Let's get into it, man. Here we go. First game we have on here is River City Hey, Persona, you want to sing with me? They're gonna fight you. Get back their boyfriends. River City
No, absolutely.
What, too high or too low?
That's too much of both. It's too much of both.
Listen, if you guys want singing lessons from me, I do it free of charge, and I get you guys there where you guys can sound like Jay Bari. You know what I mean? But yeah, River City Girls finally gets a PlayStation 5 version, and it runs beautifully. I tell you that it runs very, very good. So shout out to Way Forward and Art System Works for that update. Then we have Tanks versus Tanks PvP for the PlayStation 4. Queenie Army for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Dismantle for the PlayStation 5 and 4. The Enigma Machine for the PlayStation 4. What do you think that game is? Is that like a Riddler type game? You know what I mean? Are you going to be answering questions, or are you going to be solving puzzles? What's going on over there?
It might be Edward Enigma. We might see Riddler.
Yeah, it's pretty cool title there. Then we have Downslope for the PlayStation 4. Hitman Trilogy for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Oh, you played it?
I feel like I'm just guessing off the name. I feel like Downslope is like a skiing game.
Absolutely, it's probably gonna be like one of those pixelated type skiing games. I'm just assuming there.
I'm assuming.
Pyramid Quest. Yo, how many times has Hitman released though? Real talk. Like when I was reading this, I was like, yo, damn. I know Hitman 3 came out early last year, right? And they're just re-releasing these games left and right.
This is the trilogy now. I think this is supposed to be 1, 2, and 3 all together, or something like that. I don't know how, because didn't they do some type of trilogy last gen too? With
they did. They did.
I don't know how you just keep releasing that shit.
Oh no! You know what they did? No, last gen it was Hitman 1 and 2, like the remakes or whatnot. This now is just the last gen one, and I guess Hitman 3 is next gen and last gen, and they just combine everything.
Oh my god! Okay,
it's a lot of gaming, man, because it's a lot of gaming right there.
I'm good
in that trilogy.
I'm good.
Rainbow Six Extraction for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Persona, you want to give your thoughts on what you played?
Hey, play this.
Whoa. My bad. I didn't mean to divulge the private talks that we be doing.
Chill. Listen, I'm not seeing no type of excitement surrounding this game. This game released on Thursday, and I'm not seeing no clips. I'm not seeing no.
I saw one screenshot.
I have not seen anything about this game, so I think this one. Plus the Metacritic is looking a little yellowish. So I think I think this one might be a dud. You feel me? But it's on Game Pass. Excuse me, go ahead.
You said it, not me. I was gonna say, but I fell back, or you was going on your little thing. Yo, so
Sorry.
this one's a funny one here, Persona. I want to see how would you actually say this game. So I'm going to give you two versions of how you can interpret this game or whatnot, right? RPG Golf Legends for the PlayStation 5 or 4, or RP Golf Legends for the PlayStation 5 or 4. How would you say this game?
Well, you can't say RPG golf because it's not two G's in the word. It's one, so it would be RP golf.
Oh, you're going to technical aspect. I would say to sell the game, because it looks. I hear good things about the game. I'm hearing good things about the game. To sell the game, I would say RPG golf, because they have RPG mechanics in it, and it's a golf game that you can fight and do all these battles and all that stuff. But I get you where he said to us the RP golf, but the RP golf doesn't sound good. You know what I mean? It's technical, that's what it should be, but it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just like put a space and add another G and just call it RPG golf. I'm not sure why they. I guess they were trying to get a play on words. I guess
they're trying to look cute. They're trying to do cutesy with it.
They wanted to look good. Yeah.
Another good game that came out, Windjammers 2 for the PlayStation 4. Then we have Donut Run for the PlayStation 4. King Dio.
Hey, what's your favorite donut? I haven't had donuts in like 2 years, just because maybe maybe 6 months. 2 years is extreme.
I'm not a big donut dude. Like I would once in a while, like when I go into the office, or when I used to go into the office, and they would get donuts all the goddamn time, and I'm just like, I'll walk past it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really the biggest of donuts.
You won't tempted, like
yeah. Sometimes no, don't get it twisted. Sometimes I'll pick one like a strawberry, like
okay,
or vanilla like frosting, or that's like a plain glaze. But I'm not like oh, every time I gotta grab one. You know what I mean? It's just like,
gotcha. I'm a chocolate, either chocolate or like a glaze or something like that. That's definitely.
Yeah, glaze. I mean, that's a classic. You can't beat glaze. You know what I mean?
You can't beat glaze.
When people be doing the whole Dunkin' Donuts versus, Dunkin' versus what's it called, Krispy Kreme? You know what I mean? I never really like respond to those, because I'm like, I'm not really the biggest donuts dude, so I can't tell.
If it's not glazed to chocolate, I'm good. All that extra stuff, I'm good. Go ahead, my fault.
So we got Peppa.
I, the name, I immediately thought about it, like, yo, what's your favorite dog? But go ahead, my fault.
We got My Friend Peppa Pig for the PlayStation 5. Persona, I need that review by next week. Okay.
Absolutely not. I hear this game is actually really tough. Like it's a very difficult game.
I thought it was like an easy. I heard people were like, oh no, so this is a different one. Because Peppa Pig came out a couple of months ago. I heard people was platinum in that game. It was an easy platinum. I guess this is the new one, or this is probably just a PlayStation 5 version. I don't know.
I thought there was like I remember seeing like this Peppa Pig game that was like a Souls like it was like very soul like a soul. They were saying it was difficult like a Souls game or something like that. From what I'm saying, maybe I'm mixing up the games, but I remember seeing something about Peppa Pig being difficult, and I'm like, what? My friend Peppa Pig? What? Like why? She's difficult? What are we talking about?
Jesus. And then the final game we have is Pelagiathon. For the PlayStation 4. Yeah, I want to kind of look into that just to see what you're saying. Like, imagine a Peppa Pig game is like hard as hell. A parent bought that. It's like, yo, ma, I can't beat it.
The last one, that's Pelagiathon.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I'm gonna assume pixelated 2D.
Jesus, you gonna assume that with all these games?
Look it up there. Pixelated 2D. You got a spear and a shield.
Let's see.
And it might be a chariot somewhere.
Pelagiathon.
What we got?
Oh damn, Bari.
I'm off.
Nah, this is like some. Yeah, it's like some. It is not pixelated. It's like a Wolfenstein, kind of like a Wolfenstein type of game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
wow.
what it looked like. Yeah.
What is like guns and stuff or nah?
Yeah, guns. It's like got guns, and it's got like this little. I just put
I just put like some gameplay in the chat. It ain't like Wolfenstein as in like the newer ones. I'm talking like the old Wolfensteins.
Let's check it out. Let me see.
Or like the old Doom. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look graphically. It does not look that great.
Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
It definitely don't look that great, man. I ain't going cap, man.
Let's check it out.
It look rough. It look rough, man. Skip a little bit. Skip to like middle, to like the middle area, so you can see it. It don't look. It look
like old school classic, like Doom game.
Yeah, like a Doom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just gonna skip
that.
Yeah. I was hella off base then. But yeah, so those are the games for the week, guys. Let us know if you are interested in any of these games. Did you buy it? Did you play them? Let us know, man. Let us know. You guys can always email us as well at officialwhatsupplaystation@gmail.com. You know, give us your thoughts or your ideas, or if we messed up on anything, let us know, and you know, we'll correct it in the next episode going forward. Well, all right, Persona man, that is the games for the week. Now we got to give the PlayStation Nation our spotlight game for the week. Are you gonna break the rules? Break the rules this week?
Break the rules. Nah, I'm not gonna break the rules this week. No, I know, right? So for me, man, Spotlight. Well, what Spotlight is really is a game that we give, where we give you guys a game that we think you all should check out. Right? It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game that's just coming out later. It could be a game that's announced. You know, or like whatever. Right? So my Spotlight game for this week is actually River City Girls. Right?
You gotta say it right. River City Girls. My bad.
I'm not doing. I'm worse than you, so because it's the morning.
Yo, that intro is fire though, Persona.
It is. And shout out to Bari, because Bari and Jack Move. I know Jack Moves was streaming this a lot on PS4. A couple, you know,
Jack loves this game. He loves it.
Yeah. So shout out to Jack Move and you, because y'all really are the ones that put me onto this. And so when I was I bought it off the strength of like what you were saying, like, yo, this game is dope. I love beat 'em ups anyway. So seeing this, I'm like, oh, you know, this is right up my alley. So let me give this a try. And so I picked it up. And listen, man, I that's really what I've been playing this week. That and obviously
so
Call of Duty.
When you bought it, you just bought the PlayStation 5 version, or you bought the 4 version and just got the update to the PlayStation 5?
No, I bought the version that's in the store is where you get both. So I bought the cross-gen version.
Okay. So how much is the game? Like what? Like $30?
Yeah, it's $30.
$30.
$30. So I mean, $15 a piece, really, if you think about it. So
it's worth it though. It's worth it.
No, it really is, man. Listen, the music for this game,
fire.
Like I'm big on like game music. I love game music, especially when it's like done right. The music for this game, I just stand there and just listen, man. One of my favorite tracks is the mall track.
Yo, I was about to ask you, because I was like, did you get to the mall?
I was like, hold on, what? Let me hold on. I stood there for like 10 minutes listening to those songs, man. So the music in the game. What's so great about the game too is it's got like this. It's got its own flavor to it, man. Like it really is its own game, unique. Arc System and Way Forward, they did their thing here. It definitely
the story is
like,
fun too, man. It's a fun, upbeat story.
Yeah, the story is really good. Like it's really cool, really upbeat, really fast paced, right? It doesn't really drag, right? And the characters that you kind of come across, like the weirdo guy that wants you to get the burger from to help you and stalk you and all this, and then like the boss fights as well. I've only
like
fought
the setup for the boss fights.
Yeah, the boss fights are good, and the combat in this game is tough. It's tough, but it's definitely very layered and it's very fun. And so like with this game, man, I'm really having fun. I'm definitely gonna be playing it this weekend. That and some Uncharted and some COD. You know, it might be last time playing Call of Duty, you know. But you know,
I heard that.
I'll save that for later. But River City Girls is definitely my game of spotlight for this week, and you guys should definitely check that out. 100%. I love it.
Absolutely, man. It's a beautiful game, man. I feel like a lot of people, when they play it, they're gonna enjoy it because the characters are upbeat. The story, the writing is very fun and fast paced. and how they set up the bosses. Like they got the little dialogue, and then it does the verses music. Yeah, I love that joint.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Dope game, man. The only thing I have to say is, well, I'm disappointed with the game is the fact that there's no like online, co-op.
Bro, I was gonna say, yo, we can run this together. Then I'm like, wait a second, there's like no online or invite thing.
Which I thought they would have probably updated for the game, but we'll see. Hopefully we can bother them. And like, hey, can you get some online co-op here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we'll see. But yeah, so that's a dope Spotlight game, real talk, because I enjoyed the game. I'm definitely gonna want to platinum it now on PlayStation 5, because the DualSense, the speaker on the DualSense, it just makes sense with everything they're doing. Oh, and I put up a video about the game because this was my first time ever testing the actual activity card for the game, and it's snappy, man. It works flawlessly, works beautifully. Where you pretty much wherever you left off in the game, use that activity card, and it's just gonna zoom you there. Less than 3 seconds, it's gonna zoom you there. Boom, and you're in there. I got the video up if you guys want to check that out. But that's how I pretty much boot up the game now. But the thing is, like, I always boot up that game, and I always listen to the intro because the intro is so good. I mean, but we'll see. But my Spotlight game for the week is definitely and this became my Spotlight game for the week just this morning, just probably like a half an hour before we started the podcast, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Is it Master Duel or yeah? I think it's Master Duel. The game is called
Master of the Duelist or something like that.
Yeah, Master Duel. And I was having a difficult time playing this game, just due to the fact like there's a lot of new components, new mechanics to the game. And I'm just trying to understand everything with the whole. I think it's called like pendulum summon or whatnot, where you can summon a card, but it's not actually summoning the card. You're actually summoning the card for its effect. So yeah, it took me a while to like. Matter of fact, it didn't take me a while. I'm still trying to grasp it, to be honest with you. But I have it as my game of the week because it's a free to play game. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff in there. Where it doesn't hold you as far as though you have to buy all this microtransaction crap. Like as you play the game, you're earning, these diamonds or whatever it's called, these gems, and you can use those gems to like get cards and, try to build your deck and all that stuff. But I got a win today, my first ever win. I got it today. And it was funny because I had a really nice setup on this dude. I did like a special monster summon. I was ready to kill this dude, what I mean? He put his card to defense, and then when matter of fact, when I summoned my monster, the little blue monster, it was like it had like 3,000 attack points and like 2,600 defense points, and I had 2 other monsters ready to go after that. I saw this like waiting for response for from the other person, so I'm like, oh, is he lagging or something? Like, what's going on? Yo, that show was like waiting for response, and then it was like, oh, lost connection to your. I get the dude rage quit, so it was like victory, and I was like, yeah, boy, rank up, let's go, man. I felt accomplished because the last games that I played, one dude wiped me out in one move, so he had me choose to go first. I put down a card, I put it in defense mode. I put down a trap and I put down a magic card and I called it. I was like, all right, this is all I got. This is all I can do right now. This dude was just like summoning shit. He was like, boom, boom, boom. This card got destroyed. Boom, boom, boom. Took out my trap. Boom, boom. Took out my magic. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, my man summoned like 5 cards, bro. Like 5 monsters in one go. This is his first ever go. And I'm just like, yo, is this dude cheating? How the hell are you doing this? And he just wiped me out in one go, bruh. Right after that game, I turned the game off. I went to the Googles. I typed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel cheaters. It had a whole list of like people cheating. They're trying to stop the cheating in the game and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, this guy is definitely cheating. How the fuck, he summoned like all these monsters. I mean, special monsters. All these joints. These monsters had like 2,600 attack points. One monster had like 4,000 and change attack points in one turn, Persona. And I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna play this game. Then I booted up this morning and I got my first win, so I felt good. So, but nah, it's a cool game, man. That's definitely something that you just got to learn and adapt, and we'll see as we go by. But
I haven't really played like Yu-Gi-Oh games.
yeah, it's been a minute for me too.
Like,
It's been a minute
since
for me
like
too.
PS2, you know.
Yeah,
Been a
like
long
Yu-Gi-Oh game on PS2, the Duelist of
What
the
was the name of that
Rose or the Rose
Is
Duelist.
that's the one, right? I think
I
so.
love the hell out of that game, bro. Yo, I had 2 memory cards dedicated to that game because I had different decks on it. I didn't want to mix it.
Yeah. So like, but I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh, like the games and stuff like that. I might play this one and get back into it.
Yeah, it's a free to play game, but it doesn't out the layer. It lays out like a free to play game, but you wouldn't know if it's a free to play game because it's not like, oh, you gotta buy this to get this. Like you can pretty much earn anything. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot, man. But yo, what's up, guys, man? Appreciate everybody in the chat. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, hit the like button. It's gonna be a goodie. I mean, it's gonna be a goodie.
Absolutely.
But let's move it along. Man. Let's get into the news. Because we had some really good PlayStation news. Some really great PlayStation.
You want to talk about the SCUF?
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. Let's give our impressions of SCUF Persona. Go ahead, man. What's your impressions on that SCUF Reflex, man? Because I see you out here. You know what I mean? You're doing your little thing out there, man. You know what I mean? You're rolling, you're jumping, you're dodging, you're dipping, you're ducking. You know, you're doing all the 5Ds of dodgeball.
I was just about to do the dodgeball reference. You beat me too. All right, so with the Reflex, it's the PS5 Reflex Pro, right? And listen, man. When I first got this, I was hyped. I was like, yo, it came. I thought it was gonna come like today, like this, or yesterday, because that's what they were saying. They were saying it was gonna come on the 21st. When I got it, I was super excited. I sent it to you. You was like, "Yo, Persona, I'm not looking at this until I get mine." I said,
I wanted that unboxing impression. I didn't want to spoil it. I was like, "Yo, I saw a little bit, but I was like, yo, let me wipe away."
I know. Trust me. I know. Trust and believe. I know. So when I had got it, opened it up. I picked it up, man. Yo, the weight is not too heavy, right? And I'm gonna compare it to the Astro C40. Remember the Astro C40 controller? Very weighty, very heavy.
Yeah,
it was very thick
controller.
Very thick controller, right? And you would think with all the technology that's in the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller, you would think that there would be like it would be a little heavier because you got the adaptive triggers, you got the new haptic feedback system and all that in there. Then on top of the stuff that you need to also be able to map the buttons to the back paddles, and then that little back thing that you put on the back of it or whatever.
That's why I think it's lighter because it doesn't have all that stuff, like the vibrations and all that stuff. It don't have all that.
It don't have all that, right? Yeah. So the controller is very light, but not light enough to where it feels cheap, or it feels like and then the grips on the back are very, very on point, very tight. So if you got like sweaty hands, or if it's doing some sweaty matches, and the controller is going to stay in your hand. So when it comes to like the ergonomics and the feel and stuff like that, I think it's great. One of the big step ups from the PlayStation 4 SCUF controller for me, Bari, is you remember with the SCUF controller on PS4, it had the paddles, but the paddles were more fleshed out a little bit to where like they were it almost looked like they were hanging from the controller and not really hugging the controller. And when you press the back buttons, you would hear that click.
Yeah, it was flimsy.
It really felt like it didn't really feel when you compare the PS4 SCUF to the PS5 SCUF, in my opinion, the PS5 back paddles on the DualSense are hugging the controller, much closer to the controller.
Yeah,
they're much more compact, right? And so when you're resting on the back, when you're resting your fingers and whatnot on the back of the controller, they're fleshed enough, close enough to the controller where it's not feeling like it's jutting out of the controller, but it's also still good enough to where you actually still need to press the button, like put some force behind pressing a button. So for those that have never used the SCUF and are thinking about buying the PS5 SCUF, if you think that, oh yeah, but if I'm holding the controller, I might accidentally press back buttons and stuff like that, you won't, because you still need to put enough force to be able to actually push the button, right? So the back paddles feel great. being able to remap is very, very easy. You just hold the button on the back of the controller and then hold the back paddle that you want to remap and the button you want to remap it to. Very simple. Now, when it comes to in the box, you also get a concave and a domed an extra analog, right? So one is going to be longer than the other. That's meant for your right stick for shooters, so that you have better versatility and better movement and whatnot whenever you're aiming. And you would think that more precision. Thanks. And when you're aiming and stuff like that, it's definitely much tighter. You're able to aim quicker, but also more precise. So that stuff is really good as well. In terms of how the controller plays and whatnot, it's great, man. Like it just feels great to have an actual official PS5 SCUF controller that's made very well. The controller's made very well. For me, I think it's worth the price. I've been playing Call of Duty on it. I've been playing Uncharted. I've been even on Uncharted. I noticed a difference just because on a regular PS4 controller, it's not, because I've always had the longer analog on my right side. So getting used to that and then playing with this SCUF controller, you definitely feel the difference of being able to move side to side and also aim super precise in Uncharted. Because in Uncharted, there's a lot of strafing. There's a lot of strafing in Uncharted and jumping and rolling and hip firing and shit like that. So being able to move the controller, the analog very, very precisely, very, very quickly, and get those kills, I'm noticing a difference there. And obviously in Call of Duty, I'm a god in Call of Duty, so you already know, right? So I love it, man. I say personally, if you're into shooters and you want something like this to kind of heighten your experience, it's not going to make you no beast because you still need to have skill. But if you're into shooters and you want to get something like this to kind of level up your gaming, I say pick it up. I think it's worth the price, personally speaking. And I love it, man. I would give it a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you're into shooters or just competitive play, this is definitely like a great controller to have. I've been using it for regular games as well. It's a very, very dope controller. Like I like the fact that everything about this controller screams like a competitive advantage, because when you compare it to the other DualSense controller, the regular DualSense controller, the face buttons is more fleshed here, like more flushed out, where the button press is just much more, it's a shorter range of pressing, so you have better response time. For that, that's the little slight competitive advantage. Yeah, I like to have my right stick, heightened and then have it domed as well. I do the same setup. I like the grip, the texture of the grip in the back. I like the texture of the grip in the actual trigger. They have like this little groove, like type of, hexagon type thing printed on the back of the trigger, which is really cool. Yeah, it's just a great feeling controller. Like I had a lot of SCUF controllers, and typically like in the PlayStation 4 version, they had like this cheap kind of like rubbery thing on the analog sticks where it could just like pretty much like rub off. And I've had both of my SCUF controllers on the analog sticks where that rubber pretty much like came off. But this one, it just feels like that really good that rubber that's going to stay on there for a very, very long time. Like the build quality is just amazing because the DualSense is a very like it's a great build. Like the DualSense have that chunky, the ergonomics, like you said, like it feels good to wrap your hand around it and all that stuff, which makes sense where they place the paddles. It just feels much better. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like sometimes you're gonna break it when you're pressing it. Like the impact, I want to say the FPS one that I had with a DualShock 4, like the back paddles was cool, but when you pressed it, it felt like you was gonna break it, and that happened to like my right side, it broke. But this one, I don't feel like you're gonna break this one. But yeah, I think the controller is great, man. Just for anything, like just for regular use of games, but if you want that little competitive advantage, you're definitely going to get it here with this controller. It's really, really good. Really built well.
Absolutely.
And I felt like I've been playing better with any of these multiplayer games I've been playing with the controller, to be honest with you. Not like placebo effect. It's not the fact that I spent $200 something for it. I just feel like, okay, I'm outplaying this person.
It's the ergonomics. Yeah. Man. It's that higher aim stick does matter. It does, because it allows you the turn radius to be quicker, and more responsive because
Yeah.
the stick is longer.
Much more snappier to get into it. More precise. But yeah, so that's our impressions. I'm pretty sure, you know, both of us is gonna have like a full out review coming soon on the channel. But yeah, that's just our impressions real quick. This is like, I think we like a week in. No, almost a week in. We got ours on Monday.
Yeah, it's almost a week, 5 days. So I think by the end of next week, because I've been playing a lot of shooters anyway. So I think by the end of next week, I'll be able to really put out a nice video, really giving out my detailed thoughts. I want to put some wear and tear on it. You get what I mean? But I really want to use it, and
one thing I like too, I appreciate with them, the braided cable that came in there. And when you plug that thing in the controller, like it's in there. Like I don't know if it got like a magnetic thing in there, but it's snugged in there. And so it's not like a flimsy connection. You're in there. You have this USB-C braided cord that's in that controller, which is always a good feeling for me. I like that stuff. But yeah, I think it's a great buy. I think it's worth it. It is pricey. It's like $230 or
$230 for a Pro. So there's three different versions, right?
Okay.
There's the regular, which is I think about 180, 190.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the FPS, the Reflex Pro, which is 229, and then you got the Reflex FPS, which is I think about 250, 260 or something like that.
Okay. But yeah, I think it's worth it. I think the one that I have was the Pro. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, Pro is.
And yo, I got Gamer Grip. I don't know this because when I looked at my bill, it didn't show this on the bill. But I have this thing called Gamer Grip. It's pretty good too, man. I've been using it. I see why like pros use it because you know what I mean. If you have like sweaty hands or whatnot, this take care of that. You know what I mean. So the grip feel even more intense in the back when you
feel like that thing suction cup to your hands.
Yo, you have to peel that thing off. I guess this is what like baseball players use as well. They just title it Gamer Grip because it feels like the stuff that I use, like when you're holding like a baseball bat, you put that little grip on your hand. It feels very similar, but
yeah,
you know what I mean, they profiting off of baseball shit. But we're gonna move it along, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that impression real quick. But we're going to get into the news, man, because there's a lot of good news that happened for PlayStation this week. And we're going to start with one of the best ones, man. 22 and 22 Persona. So PlayStation put out this tweet. They was like, you know what? You guys are going to wake up. I know it's 2022. Happy New Year, by the way. But guess what? Here's some suggestions that we have for you. Upcoming PlayStation 5 and 4 games to look forward to in 2022, and we're going to list 22 of them. So 2022, 22 games listed here from PlayStation. 22 and 22. And Persona, what's your thoughts, man? Because we got God of War listed on here, Persona. I mean, we was going back and forth. We was going back and forth. Persona said he's going to punch me in my face because he said that God of War was not coming out this year. And he said, Jay Bari, your lisp is disgusting, and I'm sick and tired of you saying this game is coming out in 2022. And PlayStation says it's coming out in 2022. What's your thoughts?
They're an anomaly. Hey, listen. Listen.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Real talk. Listen, man. I'm on the podcast, man. We got almost 200 in here. Listen, I'm gonna apologize to you, Bari, right here on the show live. Listen, I really was under the impression. Now, listen, I did think that God of War was potentially going to release this year. I didn't say 100% it was not.
Yeah,
but I was saying
true.
Because we don't really have a date, and because I know all the stuff that was going on with Chris Judge with the surgery and all that stuff, I feel like they might have even taken a little more time than in 2022 to be like, yo, look, 2023, early 2023 is really when we're gonna put this out. That's what I was thinking. But I was like, I believe it can release in 2022, but I'm not taking 2023 off the table. The fact that PlayStation put this article out, right? This is PlayStation putting this out, not like some third party. Mm-hmm. PlayStation putting this out and confirming, yo, look, God of War is most definitely 2022. Bari, listen, we always gonna have our debates, man, but I'm man enough to apologize and be like, all right, man, you know what? You was right in this situation, and I was a little off. So
It ain't no
my
apology. Man said apologize.
I thought not even apology. I give you your flowers. All right, I give you your flowers, right?
Oh no, man, because I mean, there was a lot of people thinking that God of War wasn't going to come out in 2022. There was like, I've heard people say 2023, 2024. I've heard it. I've seen it on Twitter. I've heard it, but it was just good to see that they acknowledging it, because I mean, people had they had the clause to believe that the game wasn't going to come out this year, because when it was talking about the most anticipated 2022 games, God of War wasn't listed in that little survey thing, right? So I guess that people was like, oh, I don't think the game's gonna come out. So you did have like a reasoning to have it, but
but in terms of the 22 and 2022, hey, yo, listen, man, this is gonna be a great year for gaming. Like, yo, man, like,
but this is great for gamers.
Absolutely.
It's great for gamers this year. There's a lot of great things here that are gonna be PlayStation exclusive, but also just gaming in general, right? With Strangers of Paradise, Gotham Knights. That's like one of my top of the list.
Yes,
Obviously, God of War, Horizon, Elden Ring, Uncharted Legacy Collection. What's some other ones, man? I'm not really interested in Ghostwire Tokyo. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I'm gonna pre-order that and pick that up as well. And obviously, Suicide Squad. Very, very excited for that.
Yo,
there's a lot of
games, man.
There's a lot of great games here.
I know you excited for this one. I'm not too excited for Stray, but I know you are pretty like you're interested. It looks beautiful though. Don't get it twisted.
No, it looks beautiful, but also I love cats. Like I'm definitely a cat person, and the gameplay that we did see about this, I'm very intrigued enough to where like I'm excited to pick this up. Little Devil Inside, right?
I know Court, Michi, they're excited for like Ali World. I know I've seen them play
GT7.
Salt and Sacrifice is gonna be good. It's like it's the sequel to like from Salt and Sanctuary.
Then Seafood, Babylon.
Yo, every time they show this game, bro, you ever there's games that you're excited for, and then he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna watch any more previews, I'm not gonna watch any more trailers, because you know what I mean, you want to soak that game up when you play it. But every time they show this game, bro, it just looks better and better and better and better.
Amazing. This game is gonna be amazing. Yo, real quick, I want to get these super chats before you miss them. Yo, B Staples, man, appreciate you so much. He said, just supporting the boys. What's up, y'all? Shout out to you, B Staples. Always appreciate you. Man. And then shout out to Vedra, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, show respect to these God of Wars from Thor to Kratos.
Yes, sir. Yes,
guys,
sir.
Great. But no, yeah, listen, there's a lot of great. The Babylon's Falls, the jury's still out on that for me. Just
I pre-ordered it.
No, it's pre-ordered. I definitely want to play it and experience, especially from what I've seen. But I just think I'm just hoping that this is as good as I hope it is with the whole 4-player co-op thing that's going on. But I'm very excited for that. There's a lot of stuff here, Bari. That
so
I want to
confirming this Lord of the Rings Golem game for 2022 as well. I don't know if I'm gonna pick that one up, but Forspoken's already pre-ordered. You know the vibes on that.
Absolutely.
So we have 22 games listed here, Persona. But are you shocked that they didn't list other games? Like we have DNF Duel, we have Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, there's KOF. There's plenty of games that is slated to come out this year that we're pretty much didn't see here on this list. I know it's coming out this year with those games, but are you shocked that any of these games wasn't listed, or are you just satisfied with what they list here?
I'm very satisfied with what they listed, and I think the reason why they chose these games specifically are because these are definitely going to be like some breakout games, and these are kind of like up higher up the food chain. Not trying to dismiss KOF or DNF because those are great games as well, but I just feel like these are just a little bit higher up the food chain.
Bigger and mainstream.
People are exciting, bigger and more mainstream. So I think that's why we got the list that we got. But even with Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, that's very high on my list as well, right? That's definitely going to get the platinum treatment, like how Tales of Arise was. So whenever that does come out, that is slated to come out this year. I'm excited for that as well. Same thing with DNF Duel, and KOF is pre-ordered. So all these games you're mentioning, they're pre-ordered. They're gonna get played. They're gonna get the support from me. But I just think PlayStation was just looking at the stuff that really is going to be like real high on the food chain in terms of anticipation.
Yeah, hopefully Lost Soul Aside come out this year. That's a game that we've been waiting for a very long time. And what's the game with that female again that everybody was like all bothered about?
Project Eve.
Oh, Project Eve. I don't know if that's coming out 2022, but we'll see. But
yeah, Project Eve is another game that I'm like really, really excited for. I hope that drops this year. I don't think it will though. We'll see.
I felt like this was beautifully made. Very smart move from PlayStation to play on the whole 2022 and here's 22 games. Really, really cool.
Flex, Bari. They try to flex, man.
Yeah, they flexing a little bit. Yo, I know I screenshotted and I cropped this little picture here, and I definitely downloaded on my computer and my phone and all that because this is really dope, man. Because you got a lot of great games here. And like I said, I'm not really interested in Stray in itself, but the game looks beautiful, so it might get a purchase just because of the technical feat of it. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. But yeah, these are 22 games, man. PlayStation, they flexing a little bit, man. You know what I mean? And rightfully so. The fact that you're gonna have Horizon and God of War and Gran Turismo release in this year is ridiculous, in my opinion.
It's gonna feel like 2020 again.
Yeah, it's a heavy year, heavy year.
Yeah, it is.
And a lot of good third party stuff too, man. You know what I mean? So we'll see when it comes to 2022, because majority of these stuff is already pre-ordered from me for sure.
Yeah.
But Persona Man, we gotta talk about this Horizon Forbidden West.
Absolutely.
Guerrilla offers some previews on the game. We got a nice video talking about the voice actors. They added some new people, let people know that some big names are a part of this game, and they'll be voicing a few new characters here. But what are your thoughts so far on what you have been seeing with Horizon? We got a new trailer shown in the background now. While I have in the background, we got the articles pulled up here. But what's your thoughts, man? Horizon looking good. Yo, before you go, Persona, I want to say this. Can I say this real quick before you go, or you want to go?
No, you could go. Go ahead.
Let me say this, man. You see the evolution of this franchise from the first game to now the second game. And when I say evolution, I'm talking about on a graphical fidelity. I'm talking about animations. I'm talking about the facial, features was going on, the animation, the facial. Yo, shout out to Lindsay. She works for Insomniac, where she points out, was like, yo, we're getting to the point in video games where you're seeing the blemishes, you're seeing the wrinkles as she looks up in the sky and all that stuff. Like, the attention to detail is so real.
Yeah.
And PlayStation is leading the charge in that. They're the pioneers of pushing that realism, that attention to detail with their characters in games. You know what I mean? And we're seeing that with Horizon. Not only are we seeing the boost in graphical detail, but the gameplay, the story, as these voice actors talk about how diverse and complex, the evolvement of the games. I mean, these characters within the sequel of Horizon. It's a beautiful thing to watch, man. But let me get your thoughts on what you think about what's going on here.
So, Bari, I want to say this, right? Deathloop, take notes.
Oh, damn.
Right? Because this is how you continuously keep showing off a game, but still give us something new and refreshing to see. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I can the more they announce and show this game, the more excited. I'm in Pluto with my excitement right now, Bari. Like my excitement is really high up there. I don't know how much. Like, I'm going to leave this solar system if I get any more excited. Like, this game needs to hurry up and come out, because I'm not going to be in this solar system anymore, man. I'm gonna be in some somewhere else with Galactus and all of them somewhere. You feel me?
Yo, facts.
So when it comes to Horizon Forbidden West, first off, let me talk about a glow up. You understand what I'm saying, man? When it comes to Horizon Zero Dawn is a very, very great experience, right? And I think you and I both can agree there. But there definitely were blemishes and issues with the game, not technically, right? Not in terms of, in my opinion, not in terms of story or like, but in some of the gameplay aspects of like melee combat, some of the open world things, like the water and things like that, wasn't as great as it could be, right? But I think fighting the robots and all that stuff was great. I think the story was great. The Horizon Zero Dawn has a lot of things that it does right? And obviously showing off the Decima engine and what it's capable of doing on a console like the PS4 and PS4 Pro definitely was a technical masterpiece and a marvel to look at, right? When you look at that stuff. But when you fast forward to Horizon Forbidden West, right? Horizon Forbidden West is just such a glow up when it comes to melee combat, when it comes to the world, when it comes to the machines that you're fighting, when it comes to how this story is, from what we're seeing, how the story is shaping up and how it's kind of setting itself up, and even the tribes and the villages and all these different things that you're going to be experiencing in this game. This is a glow up, man, and these are the things that I love to see from PlayStation developers when it comes to creating the games that they create, because everything is not always going to be a super 10 out of 10. They're going to make mistakes here and there, or they're going to not get things 100% right. But one of the things that I love is that they learn from those mistakes, and they build upon those and fix that stuff, and they make it even better than what it was in the first game. And that's what this is with Horizon Forbidden West. I can't wait for this game. I'm going to live in this game, right? Regala looks like a beast. And shout out to Carrie Ann Moss, man. She is fire, man. If y'all don't know who that is, she is Trinity from the Matrix series. So a big fan of her as well. And I'm glad that she's in this game. But even the characters that we're seeing, we're even seeing that these characters are starting to. There's going to be so many interesting characters that you're going to want to learn more about and get into and stuff like that. I really can't wait for this game. Listen, it's pre-ordered. It's ready to go for me. I just need them to put that preload down. I'm ready to go.
Yo, facts, right? We already got Uncharted preloaded, and I'm excited for that. But I'm just waiting for that on Horizon. I'm waiting for the announcement of the game actually going gold. You know what I mean? I haven't seen that yet. I'm pretty sure the game is finalized, and they probably just clean up some stuff. But I'm just waiting for that gold announcement. That's the praises to Guerrilla, because with every game that they do, whether you like it or not, just on a graphical standpoint, they are the bar. They're pushing the medium forward as far as like attention to detail, graphics, and all that stuff in the games. But storytelling. They from this video here, they're claiming that the characters are getting more complex, they're more diverse now, and they added a few people. Angela Bassett playing Regala.
Yeah, Angela Bassett playing Regala, and at first I was like, "What?"
She getting her groove back. She getting her groove back.
Love Angela Bassett. I'm a big Angela Bassett fan. You feel me? That's fire, man. With Angela Bassett, that's a big Angela Bassett and Carrie Ann Moss and Lance Reddick. Right, and then you got all the other cast and stuff. That's huge, man. Like I'm really into this. I can't wait.
I think this game is gonna be a beauty, man. Listen, I can't wait to play it. I took a week off just so I can play this game and no life it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have food next to me, just chomping, cleaning my controllers left and right. And it's just like, I can't wait, man.
You gonna have the holy shirt.
Yes, sir. You have that holy shirt. You know what I mean? It got a little tinge to it, but it's all good. It gets the job done cleaning it. But yeah, man, you're going to see a lot of screenshots of me as well. I'm going to be on my SickHumorTV. I'm going to try my best not to spoil, but I'm going to be I'm
going to be honest, man.
I'm going to be taking a lot of screenshots.
I'm going to be honest with you, Ari. I'm taking screenshots. I'm taking screenshots of the water. I'm taking screenshots of the rocks, the stalagmites.
Yeah.
I'm taking screenshots of the dirt. I'm taking
that photo mode is gonna be on deck.
Yeah, that photo. Yo, I'm gonna clear up some space on my PlayStation. I'm gonna need at least a terabyte of space for Horizon.
Absolutely, man. Yo, I'm happy, man. What I'm seeing here, man. The voice acting looks good. The game looks good. The story is like pretty much just a a continuation of Zero Dawn. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out what's going on, what's causing this blight. I'm definitely thinking something with the whole Hades program that's causing the blight. And I'm pretty sure that Silence have something to do with it, but we're definitely gonna find out, man. I like the mystery. Yo, shout out to Carrie Ann Moss too, cause in this video she's saying that she's playing this character called Tilda, and she loves to play characters that have like this manipulative role. So we're gonna see what this character Hilda is gonna be doing. Tilda, not Hilda. Is it Tilda or Hilda? I think it's Tilda, right?
Tilda.
You know, we're definitely gonna see what this character is doing. And yo, when I was watching this video and I saw Varl, I was like, yo, like Varl is growing up. My man got a beard and all. I was like, yo, let's go. Look at it. Look at Varl, yo.
That man got the Kratos beard.
Yes,
man.
sir, yo. Like Varl growing up, man. Like the fact that they're, you know, certain characters from the first game they taken and they're evolving those characters. It's amazing, man. It's amazing, man. Aaron as well. You know what I mean? He's gonna be pretty cool in the story. I just can't wait to play this game, man. I'm super excited for it, and I'm just gonna be diving in with that DualSense, man. That's taking it all in, man. You know what I mean? At that title screen, I'm gonna sit back, Persona. I'm gonna crank my chair back a little bit, and just soak that.
Smile, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. Like, yo, when I get to the title screen, I'm gonna smile, man. I might even shed a tear, man. Who knows? We'll see. Hey, yo, you're in a real singing mood today. I love it.
I'm happy, man. I'm happy, yo. I'm happy.
Today. I love it. Let me get this super chat real quick from Unicron. Appreciate you, Unicron, always. He says, Sauna, if you're gonna show PS5 covers, get your lighting and composition game correct. The disrespect to your photo game is unreal. Unreal. Yeah, because I got the black covers yesterday, and I guess the light was bouncing off and kind of threw the color off, but. Shout out to Unicron. Appreciate you, man.
Unicron was specific right there. He said the lighting. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you don't really see like a camera setup right now for us, because we definitely want to get that lighting, and I want to have a proper setup as well with a green screen and an actual 4K camera. But yo, that's in the works. We're working on it.
That is, man. Then y'all can look at my mug.
Yep. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. What's up, guys, man? We appreciate everybody coming in here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. If you guys are here and you typed in the chat, guess what you just earned? A trophy. Matter of fact, you earned 2.
Speaking of, go ahead. You setting up.
This one last thing I want to show once again with Horizon, and that's the actual like cover art. So this is beautiful. Everybody have this Star Wars, Marvel approach to how they're presenting their game, but this looks beautiful, man. You see the contrast between the two, the regalia here, and then the people, I guess, Aloy is going to interact with. You know what I mean? But
look at the monsters. Oh my, Bari, bro.
Beautiful,
Bari,
beautiful artwork here.
Bari. Look at. I think Tilda gonna betray Aloy. She's probably gonna be like
Tilda and Silence. I don't trust this whole game. I'm not trusting them, bro.
Yeah, only people I trust is Aaron and Varric. Everybody else, man. Regala. We already know Regala on that. She on that gangster shit, man. She Regala
the trailer, bro. The trailer. She was like, she not playing around, yo. She got her groove back. I'm trying to tell you.
She's not playing. But Tilda and Silence. I got a feeling they're gonna betray. They're gonna betray Aloy, or something crazy is gonna happen. That's just gonna happen.
Silence. We don't trust him just in general, because he's very manipulative as well. He's using Aloy. Aloy's kind of using him as well. But we saw the end where he took part of that Hades. That's why I think it's him actually traveling to the Forbidden West and causing this. Without even knowing it, but they were trying to stop. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because he has Aloy's abilities as well to take over machines and stuff.
Yep, and we see that he has influenced the other tribes because they are taking over the machines now. But definitely, he's part of that.
Hey, yo, this about to be a war, bro.
He's definitely part of that for sure, yo.
Absolutely.
All right, yo, Persona, man. So you kind of got the vibe of where I was going with the trophy.
You're setting up. I love that. I love that.
I mean? Yo, first and foremost, Persona, man.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta shout out the PlayStation Nation.
Facts.
I don't have a hand clap, but we're gonna do it live here.
You might be able to. You might be. Let me know if you hear this.
Nah, I don't hear it.
You don't hear it?
Nah, I don't hear it. I just bust the trophies out.
Hey,
shout out to the PlayStation Nation. We are a nation that play our games.
Facts.
And we look good playing our games. We look good, we smell good, and we play good. Get that on a shirt! You know what I mean? PlayStation recently. PlayStation recently dropped their what you have played the most, how many hours you put into being on the console or playing online, how many trophies you earned. And it was dope just to see the community just come together and just post their stuff. Nobody was like hammering anybody as anything. It's just cool just to see people actually playing games, you know what I mean? But yeah, this was really dope, man. I always appreciate when PlayStation does this every year, but I would like to see some type of incorporation with this, like within the console, where you can check this stuff for yourself. You have like you can look at your stats on certain things as far as how many hours you played and your trophies in the game, but it'll be cool that you have the information where you can look this stuff up, or you can put this stuff out during a year. But now I feel like they should just incorporate it within the system in general. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll definitely see. PlayStation, we're gonna talk. But yo, Persona, man, the wrap up was looking really good.
Can you hear me, Barry?
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the stream was buffering. I kept saying that you didn't hear me.
Oh, I didn't hear you at all when you said the stream was buffering.
The stream is messed up. But I think it's back now. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the PlayStation wrap up, man. So they dropped their stats. For those people that participated in the wrap up and linked their account to whatnot, you was able to get some free avatars and things like that. But yeah, this is how pretty much the wrap up look. Showing your total hours, how many trophies you earned, the top played game, and pretty much a breakdown on what trophies you earned. But I think this is pretty dope.
Let me say something, man. Let me can I speak from the heart?
Yeah,
I know
this
is
go ahead.
Can I speak from the heart? Can I speak? Is it okay, Barry? Listen, you the host this week.
Absolutely.
You the host.
Absolutely.
I'm not the host. Okay, cool. Listen, PlayStation Nation. First off, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all already know how we do things here.
PlayStation fan too.
Y'all know how we do things here. You understand? PlayStation Nation, the real gamers out here that's really gaming. Y'all showed up. I put out a tweet talking about, PlayStation, post them stats. Let's see them stats. I want to see, because we all want to see, because that's supposed to be a celebration. You get what I'm saying? It's not about how many platinums you got, right? It's just, celebrate gaming. Celebrate that you playing gaming. Bari, you posted your stats. I posted my stats, right? Bari got almost 1,000 more trophies than me. Jesus, right? But me and him look at the time that we was putting into gaming. It's neck and neck. This year, I'm definitely getting more trophies than Bari, though. I'm saying that right now on the stream.
Hey, yo, this man competitive as hell.
Man got 1,990 trophies. I only got 1,060 trophies. I said, what?
I told you I'm going for that 10K.
I wasn't getting as many quickies as you. This year, I'm getting the quickies. Okay? I am getting the quickies, and I'm going to have like 3,000 trophies this year. Listen, it's a challenge. Y'all wait till next year when they put the 2023 wrap up for 2022. I'm going to have more trophies. Trust and believe. But listen, guys, PlayStation Nation, this is one thing I want to say to y'all, man, and I really mean this. Sharing your stats and stuff like that, it's not malicious. It's all about the celebration of the game. Bari, post my stuff. You go to my stats, or go to your stats. Show the world your stats. Show the world that you're out here gaming. That's what this is all about, man. One of the things I used to say back in the day is, way back, Bari, you remember what I used to say back in the day, where I'm just a gamer trying to share my experiences with the world, right? That's what that means. It means exactly what it says. I'm a gamer trying to share my experiences with the world. part of those sharing your experiences, posting up the wrap up stats. But a lot of y'all out here this week was looking like farmers because you was cropping. You was cropping like hell in the pictures that I was seeing.
That
but
crop was clean, boy.
Hey, yo, they were cropping like hell, man. Agricultural specialists out here. You understand? Cropping. So, shout out to y'all. But, the stats, the stats is, it's a great thing, man. It's a cool thing to see. Shout out to everybody that was posting their stats on my Twitter. I love seeing it, man. I love seeing y'all enjoying your games and gaming. It's such a great thing to see, man. So shout out to the community. Shout out to the PlayStation Nation. Look at that boy Bari gaming. 1,500 hours on the PS5, 568 on PS4 games. 86 games played throughout the year. Go to the next one, Bari. Woo! Most played game, Call of Duty Cold War, 254 hours. Woo!
That's not even the total hours, too. Crazy.
1,961 new trophies. That man is out here gaming. PlayStation.
Yo,
man.
listen, every quick trophy, game. I came in here and I told you guys I was doing it the spotlights. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to play some of those games. If the game is cool and fun, like the gravity game and all that stuff, I'm gonna play it. Well, you guys are like, I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play that game, man. Don't get it twisted. That's not all my platinums that I have. You know what I mean? I'll say about out of this whole thing here, about 15. Like one of these, 15 is about easy.
That man got 63 platinums.
Some games I just went back and I just went out and just platinum it. You know what I mean?
That man Bari is different, bro. This year though, I got you, Bari.
I'm gonna go and find yours real quick.
Yeah, I'll put mine up real quick.
But nah, it's just cool. It's just cool to see, people actually just posting the stuff. You know what I mean? Some people, they can be a little ashamed of their stuff. You know what I mean? Like, don't be ashamed of your stuff as long as you play in the game. You know what I mean? Everybody have, everybody has a life. Everybody has, they got to work and they got to do these things. But the blessing, the true blessing is that where I work, like I have my gaming room, that's like my office where it's right next to each other. So, I'm gaming and I'm also working at the same time where I was able to crank out, a lot of that stuff.
What I was going to say is we all have responsibilities and lives and stuff like that, right? Like, I don't want anyone to ever feel ashamed that their hours or the time they're putting in is not as high as the next person, right? It's not about that, right? I just put it in the chat too. Oh, you found it? Oh, okay, cool. It's not about that, man, right? It's about just enjoying gaming, man. You've got family and significant others and stuff like that and responsibilities. We all have that. You get what I'm saying? We all have that. So it's not like that stuff is frowned upon, right? Be out here gaming. That's it. 1,500 hours, 150 hours on PS4 games. Crazy. I was gaming last year. I was gaming.
You was on that PS5, yo.
Yeah, I was gaming last year. I was gaming a lot on PS5. Man, go to the trophies, man. Let them see my disgrace. Go to the next one. Oh, what's the next one? Is game.
Yeah, it's funny, like the games played, like number 5 was tied with a lot of games that I have, like Grand Blue Fantasy, Final Fantasy VII Remake, the PS5 version. They were all like at 110 hours for 2021. But Returnal, I guess they put there first.
I'm surprised Outriders made that number 5.
Outriders, I got like 90 some hours in that game.
Like what? 496 hours in Destiny. That's just last year, guys. My overall Destiny time is like 4,000 hours, man. Throughout since it came out, I put a lot of time. Look at my trophies, guys. I only got 23 platinums last year. I only got 1,090 trophies. Only 23 platinums. It's all good.
Yeah, that's a lot, though.
It is. It's a lot. I was also getting a lot of real. Not to say that the quickies aren't real platinums, but I was also going for a lot of big platinums as well this last year, like Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, Tales of Arise. There's a few other platinums I got. Godfall and stuff I was getting a lot of those big platinums as well.
Yeah, I think Godfall, you actually got that before me. You got that in 2020. Godfall,
No,
I got that plat in 2021. Like, what's around?
I got it on New Year's Day.
Oh, okay.
Platinum. Yeah, the Godfall Platinum. I got that in 2021.
Because I remember you got it early, way before me.
Yeah.
Godfall. But yeah,
So,
I mean, you know, it's dope that, you know, PlayStation Nation, we out here where we can talk about the games, but we also have the experience to back it up. You know what I mean? Where we're playing it. But shout out to you guys. Shout out to PlayStation with the stats, doing the stats, and I didn't claim my avatars yet. I didn't know what they was giving away for the avatars, but I got to go ahead and claim it. But when I tried to claim it, there was like, this code doesn't work for this region or something. I was like, oh, maybe I'm just doing it too early. I don't know, but we'll see. But yo, Persona, let's get into the heavy news, man, because you know we both showed our stats, and it showed that we played a lot of Call of Duty. And we got news of Microsoft purchasing Activision, a huge publisher, one of the biggest publishers in gaming, for $68.7 billion. And in this segment of the show, we're going to talk about like how, you know, this can affect PlayStation. In the actual topic, we're going to talk about how PlayStation can respond, but we're just giving the news of as far as what's going on with this. So with this, Microsoft came, a lot of questions was being asked, you know, a lot of things was being you know, speculated on the internet. And you know, PlayStation, they came out and they responded you know, to this acquisition, you know, rightfully so, because this is a very big, you know, this is a big deal. Whether you play Call of Duty, whether you play World of Warcraft, StarCraft, you know, Candy Crush, what else games? Overwatch, whether you play those games or not, this is actually a huge deal in gaming. I'm pretty sure nobody can doubt that. You know what I mean? Nobody can doubt that right there. So yeah, it was rightfully so that PlayStation definitely had to you know, respond to something like this. So yeah, they actually did, where they said that Sony expects Microsoft to continue to ensure Activision games stay multi-platform. This was said by a PlayStation representative. We don't have a name, but this is being reported from the Wall Street Journal. On PlayStation actually responding, saying that, you know, hopefully they will, you know, keep the games or live up to the contracts that we have in place with Activision and see them through after the acquisition. So, yo, Persona, what's your thoughts on actual comment that PlayStation or Sony said about the acquisition? What's your actual thoughts?
Okay, so I just want to make sure I understand. We're going to tackle this kind of piece by piece. So we'll tack this and then attack the actual. Okay, got you.
As far as we're just giving the news and the general, you know, outline of it, but when it comes to like how they're going to respond, we're going to tackle that in the actual topic.
Right. Okay, cool. So I'll only respond to this portion of it then. So in terms of PlayStation's response to this, you know, it's like I was saying, I've been saying all week, right? This is typical. This is on the money when it comes to responding to something as monumental as what is happening right now, because Activision Blizzard is such a critical part of the industry when it comes to the games that they provide, especially for the console side of the business. You know, there definitely warrants a response from PlayStation because, again, Call of Duty is such a large portion of the industry, a large portion of PlayStation. Obviously, it's not the majority. Like a lot of people are trying to make like Call of Duty is like the majority of PlayStation's business, and it's like absolutely not. Let's cut that. Let's cut that out right now. You know, let's cut the cap, cut the bullshit, right? But when it comes to the contractual agreements and what PlayStation is saying here, this is business as usual, right? It's the same thing with the Deathloop deal and Ghostwire Tokyo, right? Whatever contractual obligations that PlayStation has with Activision Blizzard, those will still be honored as they were with the Deathloop and with Ghostwire. So I'm not surprised here, and I expected this.
Yeah. I mean, and especially with the temperament that Microsoft wants to put out there, they put out there like, you know, they're for the gamer, you know what I mean? They want everybody play video games. a big acquisition like that, they're not trying to stop any community from, playing the games. Because we have a quote here from Phil Spencer saying that Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed on a variety of platforms, and we plan to continue to support those communities moving forward. Also, he had a tweet because a lot of people was speculating, like I said, they were saying that these games are going to be exclusive to Xbox, and that PlayStation is dead man walking. You know what I mean? PlayStation is a dead man walking. It's over.
Those words ring through the halls like now. Like when you hear shit like that, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like those are the words people are using. But I think when it comes to Phil Spencer's statement and Barry, we've been talking about this all week, man. Yeah. So you know what I'm going to say here with Phil Spencer's statement, right? When it comes to Phil Spencer's statement, again, the contractual obligations, because a lot of people are saying, oh well, Phil Spencer's not going to take Call of Duty off. Call of Duty is a big part. Why would they want to lose out on that much money by making it exclusive? Blah blah blah, all this other stuff, right? And the thing that I'm saying is, when it comes to Phil Spencer's statements, again, the contractual, the conversations that were had. Because if you look at PlayStation's response and Phil Spencer's tweet, in my opinion, they both really kind of go hand in hand, because it's PlayStation's confirming that whatever contractual agreements that were in play will still be honored and will be respected. And what is Phil Spencer saying? He had a call with the leaders at Sony, and they confirmed that our intent is to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Blizzard. And Sony is an important part of the industry, blah, blah, blah. We evaluate the relationship to keep COD, and it's our desire to keep COD on PlayStation, blah, 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 right? Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, yeah, COD is going to just continue to keep being made for PlayStation after this deal, blah, 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 right? And the thing that the points that I'm trying to point out, right, is when it comes to what Phil Spencer has said, what PlayStation has said, and what the news came out earlier this week about Activision Blizzard leaders looking at kind of stopping the annualization of Call of Duty and kind of pulling back a little bit, right? When you have new management like what Phil Spencer is trying to build, when you look at everything that is happening, I am saying that whatever contractual agreements are already in play, those will be honored. After the fact, it's up in the air, and people are trying to speak in these uncertainties about, no, it's going to keep coming. Why would they remove their cash cow and only Call of Duty makes up 50% of the base, blah blah blah. Microsoft knows that, and they still went out and bought Activision anyway.
Yeah, like
they know that PlayStation is about 50% of the player base when it comes to COD and all these other things, but they still went out and bought them anyway. It's not about that. In my opinion, I don't think it's just about Call of Duty. I don't think it's just about trying to lock down Call of Duty away from PlayStation. I don't think that's the case here. I definitely think there's other endeavors and visions of what Phil Spencer and Microsoft are trying to do with the mobile division, obviously that PC division with Blizzard and what they've got and all those different things. But Phil Spencer has said, and Satya also is on board with this, is Game Pass is their focus in their future. That's their focus in their future. We're talking about a company that is not spending Xbox money to get things done. They're spending, and we were talking about this earlier before the podcast, Barry, they're spending Microsoft money, right? It's not Xbox doing these deals. It's Microsoft doing these deals. Microsoft pockets are very deep. We're talking about a company that are going to publishers and trying to get some of their games in their service day and date and paying whatever sums of money to do so. They're clearly are fine with taking a hit if it means more people can come to their platform. That is the goal. That is the focus. That is what they want to do. So if that means to pull Call of Duty from PlayStation, now obviously, when he speaks to, in my opinion, when he speaks to desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation, I think he's talking about Warzone. And this is what people are not understanding. Warzone and mainline Call of Duties are two very different games. And they're two separate games, right? A mainline COD of like a Black Ops, a Modern Warfare, or World at War, or World of War 3, or whatever the hell they do, right? If all that stuff is being done, then if all that stuff is going to be exclusive, That's that, you know, Call of Duty being the system seller that it is, that is going to give them the numbers, and you'll get more people that'll go to Game Pass and do all this other stuff. That's what I think he means. I think people are reading into this wrong.
I hear you. I'm kind of agreeing with you as well. Like I said, I'm 50-50, but I also I'm on a different boat when it comes to this, because this statement, the first statement right here that he said, Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed by, you know, on a variety of platforms, and we plan to continue to support those communities moving forward. And then after that, he had this tweet, very specific, where he's giving information here saying that we had good calls this week with the leaders at Sony. I can confirm our intent is to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard, and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of the industry. We value our relationship. That's very specific, where they spoke about they spoke about existing agreements, more than one, not just one. And in the second half, he highlighted one specific game, you know what I mean, which is Call of Duty. I don't think you're going to do something like that where they're going to be like, oh, we're going to honor the agreements here, but, you know, after the agreement's over, we're going to take that game off the platform. I think they're going to keep Call of Duty on the platform, not just in the fact of Warzone.
Okay, you was going to explain that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, not in the fact of Warzone, because how Microsoft is moving and how they want to be perceived is that they are for all gamers. The fact that you would just put a part of a game on a platform, you know what I mean, and the main the cusp of the main game not on the platform, I don't think that would be perceived well for them. You know what I mean? That would be like a slap in the face, especially for, you know, like PlayStation, a brand of PlayStation. I don't think they want to do that, because they said that we value our relationship. If you value the relationship, you're not going to be piecemealing. You know,
I agree with that, though. I agree with you, Bari. I do think that he will continue to put it on there, but the point that I'm trying to make is this whole speaking, and not you. I'm speaking in general here. I'm not talking about you, obviously, but a lot of people, I feel, are making the same mistakes of how we were with Bethesda. People thought, yeah, you know, Elder Scrolls, that community is so big on PlayStation. They definitely gonna put Elder Scrolls 6 on there, and Starfield is still coming on all this.
It's a different ballpark, man. It's a different ballpark.
I understand that, but the point that I'm trying to make is I don't want I'm not going to put all my eggs in that type of basket when I know what has been done in the past, right? When I look at the vision of Microsoft and what Phil Spencer is trying to build with Game Pass, because really, I agree with what a lot of these journalists. It's not about Xbox, right? And it really isn't. Just look at what a lot of people in this community are speaking about. They don't mention the box. They mentioned Game Pass, and even Phil Spencer, he really his focus is Game Pass. Satya's focus is Game Pass subscriptions and the mobile market and all that other stuff, cloud and all that stuff. That's what they're talking about, right?
Yeah, this is the thing though. I'm gonna tackle the Game Pass stuff because I think people are not really.
I just think to pull the people in, they're making purchases like this, and they're going to make those things available in Game Pass to get those subscriptions.
That's not going to pull people in. I'm gonna break it down for you guys, right? Let me mosey on down with you guys. Game Pass is going to be a huge attraction with these games for sure. Don't get it twisted. But when it comes to other on Microsoft platforms, though, Xbox, PC, when it comes to the other platforms, I don't think they're ever going to lock a game into Game Pass where the PlayStation gamer will have to have Game Pass so they can play Call of Duty in a service. They're not going to do that. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense for a company to do that, because now you are locking out
inline Call of Duties. Or, I mean, are we talking new CODs?
Yeah, I'm talking new CODs, whatever. What
would probably never go into Game Pass. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
no. Hold on. What sense? Because you brought up Game Pass. I see people bringing up. People say, yeah, if you want to play Call of Duty after the contracts or the agreements, you're going to have to play it through Game Pass. What sense does that make for Microsoft, where there's only one way for a multi-platform game to be played on the other console? It doesn't make any sense. You're locking off potential millions of dollars of people that just want to buy and own their games. That doesn't make any sense for Microsoft to be like, hey, you want to play Call of Duty on PlayStation, you got to have Game Pass. What makes sense for Microsoft is that, like they did with Minecraft, what they did with Minecraft is you had to have an Xbox account because Call of Duty is synonymous with what? Crossplay. They want to do the cross progression and all that stuff. So now you're going to have a Microsoft account where Microsoft can bolster their numbers, because not only are they getting their numbers from Xbox accounts on their platform and PC, now they have it on the bigger platform, PlayStation. You know what I mean? To lock off a game such big as Call of Duty to just a service on another platform makes no sense at all for Microsoft.
That's not what I'm saying, Bari. What I'm saying is, you know, there are games that are in game, like, you know, what's the new one that just came out? Rainbow Six Extraction. That's in Game Pass day and date, but you can also still buy that on Xbox, right? That's not the point.
That's not an Xbox game.
But no, but look at the Xbox games. You can buy Forza, or you can have it in Game Pass.
No. But that point not making
Wait,
sense, because you're bringing up an Xbox game. Talk about a game that's on multi-platform. That's an Xbox game, like Minecraft. What are they doing with Minecraft?
Now Microsoft owns Activision. And Minecraft is in Game Pass as well. The new, what is that, Minecraft Dungeons or whatever? That stuff is in Game Pass. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. The point that I'm trying to make is they're going to put it in Game Pass as well. Not just the only thing. It's going to be
No. I'm not talking about, you're getting conflated. I'm not talking about what Microsoft is going to do on their platform. I'm talking about the game being multi-platform. A lot of people, their sentiment is that if you want to play this game on PlayStation, you're going to have to play it through Game Pass. They're not going to do that. That does not make any sense.
That's not a point that I'm trying to make, Bari. The point that I'm trying to make is those games will still release on PlayStation due to with the contractual agreements and all that stuff. I'm saying after the fact, though. But so I do think we're having two different. We're making two or three different points here, and it's kind of get confused.
I'm making a very. I'm talking about the same point you're talking about. I'm talking about after the agreements.
So the first point that I'm trying to make is that people are just so sure that Call of Duty is going to continue to release on PlayStation after the deal goes through and after whatever contractual agreements are honored. And what I'm trying to say is I do not want to put 100% stock into that type of thinking because of what has happened in the past with Bethesda and things like that. Xbox is within their right, because they now own Activision, to say, you know what, we've fulfilled this agreement. Now we're going to pull back, or you know what, we're going to a buy yearly, or maybe every 3 years or whatever of making COD, or we don't even want to make COD this year or next year or the year after. We want our teams to do something different. The point that I'm trying to make is that Microsoft is within their right, because they now own Activision, to call the shots. So for people that are just so sure that Microsoft is just going to keep making COD for the next 10 years, because that's what Phil Spencer's saying, I'm saying I do not want to put 100% stock into that, because one, plans change, business change. We know that Activision is mulling over the idea of not being a yearly annualized game, and they might want to make something different and give COD a couple years break. So I'm not thinking like that. And if something like that happens, does that mean that whatever new game they make or whatever they do goes to PlayStation? No, and that's not the thinking that I'm going with. So that's the first point I'm trying to make. The second point is, when it comes to Game Pass, Phil Spencer and Satya, they are buying all this shit up for a reason. What is that reason, Bari?
Yeah, they wanna have a foothold in the game.
Yes, they want to have a foothold, but they're also trying to build their catalog of Game Pass. They're trying to beef that up. That is the focus. That is what this whole shit is all about.
Yeah, so, I'm not disagreeing.
How are you getting? And the point I'm trying to make is, if you're buying studios like Activision and all of this, how are you going to get the numbers up if you're not putting things into Game Pass and pulling and enticing people to get into that type of service? How?
Yes, I'm not saying that they're not going to put their games in the Game Pass. That's something that they made very clear. What I'm saying is that when it comes to these games being multi-plat, because I do feel that Call of Duty is going to remain a multi-platform game. It's very specific here in this tweet. You could easily be like, we could keep our desire to have our games on PlayStation. He's very specific on saying Call of Duty on PlayStation. And then he talk about the industry, and then he talk about the relationship. There's no way you're going to piecemeal a game to PlayStation, be like, oh, you're going to keep Warzone after this contract. PlayStation's not going to agree to that bullshit. They're not going to do that. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is that when it comes to the game being multi-platform going forward, yes, you're going to have Game Pass on Xbox and you're going to have Game Pass on PC and all that stuff. But when it comes to the PlayStation side of things, they're not going to lock a game like Call of Duty. If you want to play it on PlayStation, you have to play this through Game Pass. That doesn't make any sense for Microsoft to do, is what I'm saying.
I never made a point like that. I never was.
Yeah. But I'm saying that you're saying so what are you bringing up Game Pass for if it's not for PlayStation to have Game Pass?
Because Game Pass is what Microsoft is doing all this for. That, and obviously Metaverse and cloud, all that other shit, right? Game Pass is they want to fill that catalog and things like that. If they're trying to get more subscriptions onto and get more people to buy into Game Pass and become a subscriber and buy into, either on PC or buy an Xbox Series S, X, or whatever to do that. The point is they want to get those Game Pass subscriptions. And with Call of Duty being a system seller title, right? Mainline cards, we're not talking Warzone. Leave Warzone to the side because Warzone will still be available everywhere. You just play it wherever. I believe that
Warzone is free to play anyway. It don't make no sense you're playing that to play Game Pass.
Mainline Call of Duty. So Modern Warfare 4, right? Or Black Ops 6, right? Or 7 or 8 or whatever. Once the deal goes through and the contractual agreements are honored. If you're trying to get people onto the service, and if you're trying to pull more people in with Call of Duty being a system seller title, how do you do that? If you want more people to buy your platform and to buy your game and to buy into Game Pass, how do you do that, Bari?
Yeah, on what platform?
Xbox, PC.
All right, but that's not my angle. I can care less about what you're.
That I'm asking you though. How if Phil Spencer wants to get more people into the Xbox ecosystem or into the Game Pass ecosystem, how does he do that?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's going to get more people into the Xbox ecosystem regardless. He don't need Game Pass. If Call of Duty is not in Game Pass, people are still going to hop on over to Xbox to play the game. You know what I mean? What I'm saying, what my point, you're speaking on the Xbox side of things. That's not even my focus because they made that very clear with Xbox. My focus in like the PlayStation side of things and what people are saying. That if you want to play this game going forward after the contracts and all that stuff, PlayStation is going to have to put Game Pass on.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
On their console. What I'm saying is that makes no sense for Xbox to do because you are stifling potentially a lot of sales where there's millions of people that don't give a fuck. It don't matter how good Game Pass is. They're not going to sign up for Game Pass. They don't want to. They're playing Call of Duty. That's it. Why would they sign up for a service just to play one game? They probably just want to buy the game and own the game and keep it moving. You know what I mean?
I do. I do.
Why would you cut that off if the game is remaining multi-platform for Microsoft? Why would you cut that off? Because that's potential you losing out on people, millions of people spending $70 for your game.
We're talking about a company that just spent $70 billion on a publisher to lock shit down and make shit more enticing for the ecosystem. I'm all right.
No. I am agreeing with you on everything you're saying as far as that. I'm speaking more on the PlayStation side of things.
And on the PlayStation side, in terms of people saying that Game Pass needs to be on PC, absolutely not. I agree with you 100%. Game Pass does not need to be on. I'm not on PC, on PlayStation. Sorry. People that are saying that Game Pass needs to be on PlayStation or people need to buy into, in order for PlayStation to thrive and survive and to get all these games, absolutely fucking not. People on the PlayStation side were buying these games prior to the fact, and if the games continue to come to the platform, people will continue to buy the games after the fact because PlayStation will still have those games available, but also, obviously, their exclusives and whatever deals they're making and things like that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like I said, I think Game Pass Call of Duty is going to be a huge attraction for Game Pass and stuff, but that's a game that don't need Game Pass. Call of Duty don't need Game Pass. You know what I mean? Game Pass need Call of Duty, and regardless if it's in Game Pass or not, people are still going to buy Call of Duty. They don't. Nobody's thinking like, oh, I'm going to play Call of Duty now that's in Game Pass. Majority of people is going to buy it out. The people that don't play Call of Duty, they will probably foot dip and try it out because it's a part of the service. But the majority of people that play Call of Duty, they're not worrying about, oh, if this going to be in a service. They're just going to buy the game that they want. You know what I mean? That's a system seller game. You know what I mean? Where people actually would buy a console to play it. You know, that's just what it is. But all I'm saying is that my point is what I'm saying when it comes to PlayStation and addressing a lot of people's sentiments with Game Pass is that, one, this game doesn't need Game Pass. Two, it will be very dumb for Microsoft to lock off potential sales of the number one selling game every year.
Game Pass. It's about Game Pass needing the games to get the subscribers. That's
Game Pass needs the games to get the subscribers for sure. But I'm just saying that the specific game where people is claiming that PlayStation is going to have Game Pass so they can get Call of Duty. I don't think that's going to go down.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's going. Let me get the super chat from Andrew Wilkins with a $5. Mr. Android user over here. He said, I put 22 hours in Bugsnax. No one is on my level. Laughing out loud. You know, I think Sick will match you on that one though, Andrew. And then we have here, it just scrolled up, Navigator 3221 with a $5, another Android user. He said Call of Duty is $1 billion year franchise that makes 70% of that $1 billion on PlayStation. COD isn't the biggest franchise in gaming without PlayStation. Like I said, a bigger franchise than Call of Duty is Minecraft. And Minecraft,
I feel like Microsoft is willing to take that hit to build up what they're trying to do.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the multi-platform angle where one of the biggest games in gaming, they have Minecraft. Microsoft owns that. They're not forcing PlayStation to have Game Pass so you can play that game. What they're doing is they're saying that if you want to play this game and you want to do online and you want to do cross, platform and all that stuff, crossplay, you got to have an Xbox account. That's how Microsoft is going to bolster their numbers. That is how they're going to go in, because what Phil Spencer's trying to say, he want to reach that 2 billion, to whatever gamers. That's how they're going to do it, because now you have a game like Call of Duty, Overwatch, all that stuff. You're not going to tie it on Game Pass. You're going to be like, yo, you got to sign into an Xbox account to play. Just no different than before. You had to sign into an Activision account, right? You had your PSN, and then you had your Activision account so you can play the game. Now it's going to be an Xbox account so you can play the game online. That's all it's going to be. I don't think they're going to. That would be stupid for them, because especially if you're trying to get your millions and billions of dollars back, why the fuck would you cut off people actually buying a game for $70, $100? Don't make no sense.
Because they're not willing to be in the Xbox ecosystem to play it. So if you're not going to be in the Xbox ecosystem to play it, you don't get to play it. I'm telling you that's what it's going to be. Like, how I feel is Microsoft's thinking, man.
The Xbox ecosystem is you signing up, you signing into your Xbox account.
No, it's not just that, man. I'm telling you, it's Game Pass, bro. That's what they want. That is what they want. They want that Game Pass subscription. That's what they want.
I'm not saying that they don't want the Game Pass subscription. I'm saying that you keep thinking Xbox. I'm thinking PlayStation. PlayStation. Focus on PlayStation. We on PlayStation.
PlayStation has no say in none of that. They don't own They don't own Activision. PlayStation would the only say PlayStation have in this regard is to either say yes or no to whatever deal after contractual agreements are honored. Whatever Microsoft comes to the table with, that is either the only thing PlayStation has to say is either yes or no, and walk away or keep it moving. That's how I see it.
This is why I brought up Minecraft. Which one is a bigger franchise, Call of Duty or Minecraft?
I don't know, actually. Is it Minecraft?
No, you do know. You know the answer. Stop saying you don't know. You know the answer. It's Minecraft. It's Microsoft going, hey, you got to put Game Pass so you can, people on PlayStation want to play. They can play one of the biggest games in the world. Are they saying that with their bigger game?
No.
Okay, then. So that just destroyed a lot of the people's points when it's talking about Game Pass on PlayStation. What they're doing, once again, is that they are forcing you into their ecosystem by you signing in to their platform, Xbox accounts. That's what they're doing. That's what they're going to go for. And they're going to do the same thing with Call of Duty. It's not going to be an Activision account you're going to have now. It's going to have a Microsoft account going forward.
Okay.
But they're not going to take away that option for somebody to buy the game. They're not even doing that for their own
where
platform.
Where are you getting this like taking away? No one's saying they take away no options to buy the game.
No, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of people's sentiment where people saying that if you want to play Call of Duty on PlayStation, you're going to have Game Pass. That's a lot of people's sentiments. That's what I'm tackling.
Okay.
But yeah, we got two more super chats, man, from Upchuck Gaming. Finally, we got some iPhone users in here. For Sony said, "Blessings, fellas. I have a family and a job, so I can't play games like y'all. I'm also proud of you guys." Yeah, shout out to Chuck, man, yo, and shout out to those beautiful girls over there, my man Chuck, over there in Cali.
Beautiful family.
You know what I mean? Even though he's a Bucks, Tampa Bay Bucks fan, shout out to my man Chuck. Crazy. And then we got my man Showan with a $4.99. He said Bari nailed it. Microsoft wants to data mine us. Gaming facade beyond video games. Microsoft wants all walks of tech to go through them. Some capacity. We got to end there, but yeah, I agree. I think Microsoft want to have a foothold where they're touching every aspect of gaming. Where if you're playing a game on PlayStation, they have a foothold in that. If you're playing a game on PC, they have a foothold in that. If you're playing a game on mobile, they have a foothold in that. But they also are trying to sell this service as well with Game Pass.
And what I'm saying is, not to the point of Game Pass, just in Microsoft owning Activision, I wouldn't put 100% of my stock into thinking that they're just going to continue to be kumbaya. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's always that thought. We're gonna dive more into that in the topic. Yeah, I'm just bringing up the whole, the media bringing up this whole statement that PlayStation have to have Game Pass. They want to play Call of Duty, all that stuff. To me, it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? If you really run the numbers and all that stuff, it doesn't make any sense. But also they saying that, Call of Duty, it's possible that it won't be annual anymore. I would have put anything into that. I think that's a whole bunch of cock of shit. I know developers probably don't want to do it, but Call of Duty's on a 3-developer cycle, and there's no way Activision or Microsoft now is going to be like, hey, you know what? We're going to take a year off. After we spent $70 billion, we're going to take a year off. There's no way they're doing that. I'm sorry.
And we never thought that Activision would be bought. Come on, man. Like
we never thought that. So you telling me that Microsoft now would sacrifice the fact of the money that Call of Duty bring in?
Yo, bro. Yes.
They're gonna sacrifice the money that Call of Duty bring in after spending $70 billion to better the franchise. Nah, they're not doing that.
Bro, when you got a company like Microsoft backing you, and listen, I'm just the way I'm looking at this industry right now, bro. Yo, man, I'm saying anything is possible, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying right now anything is possible because the way this industry is moving right now and all this crazy stuff that's happening, and especially in this past week, I'm looking at the industry like, yo, things are about to shift. Like on some crazy stuff like this.
Why does Call of Duty release every year?
It makes a lot of money. But the point that I'm trying to make
and the discussion, they're not sacrificing that.
Okay. All right.
They're not sacrificing that. I'm sorry. I know it sounds good. I know it sounds cute, but business is business.
Not next year, not the year after. But I can see at some point them putting COD to rest for a little while and trying to make something different. And then if that doesn't work or if that doesn't take off, they may come back. That's what I think they'll do.
No,
wholeheartedly.
I'm in a different ballpark on that one.
Okay.
There's no way. You have an annual franchise that makes billions upon billions a year, and you're gonna take a year off to sacrifice that billions to potentially try to make it better? No way. Call of Duty is gonna sell regardless the game is bad or good. People's gonna buy it. The marketing is gonna be crazy. You keep on forgetting about tournaments and all that stuff. Absolutely not. Persona, you're wilding. Sorry. I don't agree with that at all.
You're talking as if Activision's only moneymaker is COD when they've got the PC market with the WoW and all that, and then obviously the mobile market with Candy Crush and King and all the games they're making.
Yeah, I mean that stuff is good too. But what is their biggest money maker? That's like saying PlayStation is gonna take a year off from putting out exclusives. Well, PlayStation is the biggest money maker for Sony.
Call of Duty's not the biggest for Activision.
Yeah, it is. What? Yeah, it is, right?
I think that mobile division is pulling down more money.
Absolutely not, man. It makes. Don't get it twisted. I'm not. Candy Crush makes like $4 billion a year or something like that, from what I read. Call of Duty makes way more than that a year.
How much more,
bro? You are one. PlayStation itself is paying millions.
How much more, Bari?
I don't know how much more. I'm going off of the fact that you have a game that costs $70 that on average is $30 to $40 million a year. Also, you have tiers where it's $90 or $100, and people are buying microtransactions as much as they're buying it for the mobile game that you're probably playing for free. Come on, bro. You're tripping.
I'm telling you, man. I'm just looking at this a little different, but we'll see. Go ahead.
Bro, Call of Duty makes way more money than.
I'm sure Call of Duty's pulling down I'm sure Call of Duty's pulling down billions right now. COD is definitely pulling down.
You got to look at it like this. Candy Crush is a free-to-play game where you're buying stuff for like $1, $100, whatnot. Call of Duty also has that stuff in the game, where the microtransaction you can buy for $5 to $100 or whatnot. But the difference is that this is the game that on a yearly average is selling 30 to 40 million. How is that? How is the game that's free to play that people are buying microtransactions, where the game that people are spending $70, $60, $100 to especially on a marketing level and a tournament level, how much that would generate just on views? Come on, man, you're tripping. But we got some good news though, Persona.
What's up?
We got a new fight stick and a new fight pad coming out for PlayStation, and Hori is leading the charge here with it. So they got this Hori fight pad, the Commando Octa, and they have a new fight stick coming out, which is going to be a license from PlayStation. It looks good. I'm not a biggest fan of like fight pads with the fight sticks. I'm all with that. But it looks good. It looks clean. Hori was definitely my first ever fight stick. So I don't know. I'm kind of addicted to like buying fight sticks. I don't need them, but I'll be buying them. But I know they make really good fight sticks. But what's your thoughts, man, on these two products?
Hori is a good brand when it comes to like fight sticks, pads, and stuff like that. And some of their parts too. I know they make like separate parts for like other companies and stuff. The fight stick looks good. I'm not really a fight pad type of person with the game pad things. I don't really do those. But the fight stick looks good. And but I already have the Victrix, so I'm not really in the market for a fight stick right now. So I'm not really like looking at this too crazy.
Yeah, I mean the fight stick look kind of plain, but I know they the buttons and the stick is pretty good with Hori. Yeah, the fight pad, I'm not really the biggest fan of fight pads. I remember Chuck got a fight pad one time, and
he was like,
I was like, yo, Chuck, I'm right there with you. He was like, yo, I'm not really fit this pad. I said, yo, Chuck, I'm not right there with you. I got the hell up out of there. I said, go. But nah, it looks cool. It's cool to see, licensed products for PlayStation. This is for like PlayStation 5, so it's pretty cool. That's a quick little announcement, because the next thing we gonna announce is that we gotta do this, man. KOF 15 has a new character announced. Her name is Elizabeth Blantorch. I personally haven't heard of this character. I don't know if this is a new character. But I don't remember seeing this character here in KOF. But she looks alright, man. She looks pretty cool. Looks like she's gonna be like a defensive type character. She has like this reflect, and she has like a parry type move that she has there. And this is Team Ash. So yeah, this is probably like going to be like the boss team here. But what's your thoughts, man, on Elizabeth, man? Is she your style, or she's a no?
Nah, I mean she looked cool, but I'm good. I'm not really
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you.
uh
After I played DNF Duel, KOF, you know what I mean, is like
yeah, I don't know, man.
the hype level for KOF is kind of dwindled. I still want to play like Blue Mary and my boy Chris and all that stuff, but yo, once you play DNF Duel, this is like, yo, that fast paced type, rustic type game. You just want to keep on playing something like that. And I'm the type of player where I can't keep interchanging between fighting games. I can focus on like 2 fighting games, and that's it. Because I'm gonna be confusing myself and like, oh, my inputs is gonna be bad. You know what I mean? I'm not these pros out here, like these pros.
Yeah, it looks cool. She looks fun, right? But I don't know, man. I'm just I kind of want the game to be out, but you know, we'll see.
That super looks amazing. Yo, to be honest with you, to go back on Call of Duty real quick, I mean Activision, I do feel like Crash and Spyro, yeah, once that cause I know PlayStation have a contract with Crash, but once that's done, that's over with, sure. But back to KOF, yeah, I think she looks good. I like how she's dressed. I like the blue hair. I like everything about the character as far as her design. But I just don't like defensive type characters so much. But yeah, the game keeps looking better and better in my opinion. But we'll definitely see. It's coming out very, very soon, but it's coming out in a very busy month. You know what I mean? Very
I don't know, man. I think this I might be dropping this. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
This snow stage is beautiful too. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people like the hype for KOF has dwindled. For a lot of people. But
I might drop this.
it's a lot of games. There's a lot of games, so I don't fault anybody. Oh, she got a teleport? Hold up.
PlayStation might be getting that call from me.
Oh, that refund?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm like really thinking about it, and I'm like, yo, between Sifu, Horizon, Destiny, and Elden Ring, and then next month, Strangers of Paradise, and all that.
Yeah,
I'm not really gonna get time to
no
play
time.
this, to be honest. I think I'm gonna drop this. Okay.
There's no time, yo, for real.
I think I'm gonna drop.
Definitely understand, man. But that super looks amazing. The arrow and the bird.
Yeah.
She looks cool. But we'll definitely see. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna foot dip here and there. And we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. Yo, Persona.
Yo.
Persona. This had to be brought up because this is something that we actually spoke about last week. And Bloomberg. My God. They are getting a lot of stuff wrong here, Persona, man. And in the latest news, Sony denies increasing PlayStation 4 production to deal with PlayStation 5 shortage. This is something reported by Bloomberg where they said that PlayStation is ramping up the production of PlayStation 4s so they can deal with the shortage of PlayStation 5, and the whole lie about that PlayStation originally planned to end the production of PlayStation 4s in the end of 2021. So PlayStation Sony pretty much denied all of that. They said they never said anything like that. And I remember we said that too. We was like, yo, I don't remember PlayStation ever saying that they was going to stop production. They said that it was going to continue to support the PlayStation 4 for 2 more years or something like that, to 2023, right? So where the hell they getting the support that is they said that it was going to end production in 2021? It didn't make no sense to me.
You know what's the craziest part about this, bro? Like there was no like retraction from like Bloomberg or none of these sites.
For real?
They didn't print no retraction or like, hey, we made a mistake or whatever. I ain't really see none of that, man.
Wow. Shame. Shame.
Crazy. But yo, this is listen. Like yo, like I don't know like what a lot of people like be like on, man, but like PlayStation does things very, very, very specific, and they never really like back down from that. They've been supporting the last gen console for up to 10 years since PS1. I don't know why people thought they would change from that in terms of like manufacturing. right? When it comes to manufacturing. So I don't know. I don't know like what y'all on, man, but PlayStation is doing their thing, and it's obviously not because of the shortage. Um, so it is what it is, man. Like this is why I always wait for the official when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
What has PlayStation done to the media, man?
They ain't sending them free shit. Yo, I'm dead ass. You ain't getting free stuff, man. And they not letting their developers talk to them, so they mad. When the last time you seen a PlayStation developer talking with one of these media sites we see floating around the community?
Outside of like the like you said, you always say that too, like the Game Informer or the game industry.biz.
Yeah, they'll talk the 5 publications that PlayStation talks to: Game Informer, Game Industry.biz, Wired, GQ Magazine,
Wired, for sure, yep.
And I think it's the Washington Post.
Mm.
One of them other ones. It's either that or no, I forget. But they're not talking to the Polygons and the Eurogamers and the IGNs and all. You don't see them talking to them, man.
I'm actually happy though that they responded. Like, you know what I mean? Typically PlayStation takes the high road where all these allegations or all these reports come out and, you know, PlayStation's doing this and PlayStation's not doing that. They keep it quiet. But this one, they actually like, hey, we ain't say that shit. The fuck? We ain't say that joke at all. Who the hell said that, man? Get that person right now. We can blacklist them. But yeah, good that they responded here, because yeah, this was circling around and a lot of people was running with this, where we even spoke about it.
They were running with that. They were running with that heavy, bruh.
Yeah.
It's like, hold up.
I'm happy that they actually.
Hey, so there's some breaking news, Bari, that people tell me about in the chat. So apparently,
don't say another acquisition, please. Don't kill me right now, Priscilla. Go ahead.
I just put the link in the chat, but apparently people think that PlayStation is going to be releasing PS1, PS2, and PS3 games tomorrow because of some tweet from PlayStation Japan.
Oh, what?
They just sent this to me on Twitter, and people keep telling me about it in the chat. So I'm not sure because this says 1, 2, 3, and it's supposed to be a Japanese composer that's supposed to be so Kenshi Yonezu is appearing in a new commercial for PlayStation tomorrow. 1, 2, and 3 are the watchwords for PlayStation, launched on January 23rd. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't know.
Because if it's anything, it's going to come in today, like in the afternoon or later on today.
Yeah. So
it's weird because they don't have the translation. Normally, Twitter would have the translation.
Yeah. I have the translation on mine. I don't know why it's not translating for you, but.
Read it out. Read out the translation because
So the translation says Kenshi Yonezu appeared in a new commercial for PlayStation. 1, 2, and 3 are the watchwords for PlayStation, launched on January 23rd. And so, like, you look at the video, you see PlayStation 123, which is
I'm looking at it. Interesting. Oh, this is the guy right here. He looked like he looked like he a Bloodborne character. We'll see. Well, yeah, we're definitely keep our eye out on that. Keep our eye out on that. That's interesting. Because what's getting me is the 1, 2, 3 and how they colored it, like the PlayStation symbols or buttons. So it could.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really like putting a lot of stock into that. Yeah. But I just wanted to mention that because a lot of people in the chat were.
It could just be a marketing thing where he's promoting a song. Hey, let's tie to PlayStation. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yo, y'all are on it, yo. Y'all are on it. Yo, shout out to the PlayStation Nation, man. They on it, boy. They say, yo, Bari, Persona, hold up.
Yo, facts.
What's your thoughts on this? Really quick though, because I know we spoke about this earlier in one of the episodes, but it's coming out again where there's a rumor that Jedi Fallen Order 2 to be released Q4 2022. Persona, you know me. And I know you. You know me more than I know you, though. But I know you more than you know me. But we all know each other. I know you love this game. You know I love this game. If Jedi Fallen Order 2 drops this year, I'm going to lose my shit. I know you're going to lose your shit.
Absolutely.
We're going to lose our shits. No toilet paper. Huh? It's going to be a shitty show over here. But yo, this I hope this is true. I don't think it's going to be true because this is such a big move. I mean, this is such a big game to be like, yo, it hasn't been announced yet. You know what I mean? Like, there's no like teaser trailer. You had the Game Awards, you had the Jeff Keighley thing, you had all these type of opportunity to, just tease it. I don't know, but we'll see.
I think we'll probably get, like, it's only January, we still got 11 months left in the year. So, I feel like probably in like the next month or two, we'll probably start getting like some teasers, or EA might randomly announce it one day on their Twitter, like, hey, so Jedi Fallen Order is happening, and learn more on this date or whatever. So
True.
It's only January, so I'm not really sweating it. I do think it could be coming out Q4. Q4 is the end of the year, so we talking between November and January of next year. So
it makes sense for it to come out that year. I mean, that time. And yo, this is coming from Tom Henderson too, so there might be some validity to it.
As long as it's next gen only. If it's not next gen only, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off.
Yeah, if it's not next gen only, that's a bummer. That's a bummer for sure. But yeah, man, I hope this is true. Because I really love the first game, man. First game was a really good game. I want to see how they're gonna improve upon that. What they're gonna do. But moving along here. Deviation Games, man. Deviation Games, they had like a they had like a job listing going out, where a lot of people are suggesting that they're also making like an RPG game. But I think the people that's reading a little bit too much into it. But Deviation Games job listing points to a new AAA story-driven RPG with Sony. So the listing was saying that we're looking for a skilled senior game designer who's written and scripted quest and mission content for AAA single player or multiplayer RPGs, action, story games. Ideally, someone who has worked in the games, I guess they're supposed to be games industry, for several years, execute on early stage rapid development, and worked on co-op multiplayer games. Go ahead. Your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't really see an RPG. I think they're just kind of making it broad that they can get somebody that's skilled in multiple genres and in multiple things. That's what job.
Yo, chill, Persona. Yo, you was about to go off. You was about to go New York. Yo, Persona, relax. Breathe a little bit. Breathe.
Yo, it's just like, yo, this stuff bugs me out sometimes, bro. Because I'm just like, yo, job postings are very broad. Like, have you never looked for a fucking job before, bro? You'll get a job posting that'll say, need somebody that's proficient in Apple and Microsoft. What the fuck? Like what do you, come on, man. Like, I don't know, man. Yo, I'm just saying, bro. Like, yo, like, media right now is just it's killing me, bro. It's killing me, bro. It's killing me, man. Like it really is killing me. Cause I'm just like, bruh, have you never read a job posting before? Have you never like seen like a job posting? A lot of job postings are very broad when it comes to what they ask for. Right. And I'm in tears, and I'm just like, yo, like it says single player or multiplayer RPGs, action, story, like.
Yo, bro, I'm in tears right now because I knew if I didn't catch you right there, you'd about to go off. Yo, I'm weak, yo, guys. Persona was definitely about to go New York on y'all. I'm not even joking. If I didn't catch it right there, bruh, he was about to go New York. Because I agree 100% with you, Persona, because what I do feel is that the game that they're coming out is going to have a multiplayer focus, but it's also going to have like a rich single player. You know what I mean? They're not just going to come out with just a multiplayer only game. From what I'm, gathering here with a job listing here, or it just could be a general thing. Like they just want that back in where if they want to divulge into something like a, RPG or action game, somebody with the credentials can, help with that creation. So, but nah, man. Not only that though, they also had like another thing that they posted up here. Let me just go to it really quick. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, right here. Where they opened up a new studio in Canada, actually. So this studio is growing, and I really like Deviation games because I'm pretty sure Persona 2 because the heart of Treyarch is at Deviation games. You know what I mean? So the guys that created and helped build up Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, these are the people that are the lead roles at the studio. So they're saying here that they're hiring and they have a new studio here in Canada. So this is dope. They're growing. It looks like whatever they're creating is going to be big.
Listen, man, I was saying this on Twitter the other day. This is pretty ambitious, man. They opened up a brand new studio in new in Canada or whatever. That's ambitious. That's ambitious, man. I'm like, who's supporting that?
Yo, Dre, I definitely I heard a deep breath. That's why I was like, yo, Persona.
I'm chilling, man.
I heard the deep breath, man. Because a lot of people like to exaggerate to the next level, especially when it comes to PlayStation. They like to put that little spin on it. You know what I mean? Where they would exaggerate it to this deep level where they're making it bigger than what it really is. But I understand and I get the whole back and forth.
Yeah. But Deviation, I'm really excited for this, man. Like I'm excited. Yo, you know what's so funny about it? Ever since I hate to go back to the whole Activision acquisition thing, but as soon as Activision got acquired by Microsoft and that got announced, all of a sudden I see all these people, Deviation's making, and I'm like, y'all weren't even checking for Deviation. Y'all gotta stop.
For real, bruh.
Really gotta stop capping out here, bro. Because y'all was saying that PlayStation, PlayStation don't need more multiplayer because third party got that and all this other stuff, and how Deviation, like y'all weren't checking for Deviation in that game. Like y'all gotta stop capping, man.
Yeah, nobody was checking for that, man. Nobody was mentioning that, and all of a sudden everybody's bringing that up. I wonder where they're hearing that stuff from, man. You know what I mean? But
I wonder.
You know how the community can be sometimes, man. But
absolutely.
As I'm excited for Deviation games because, like I said, me and Persona, we love Treyarch, and the fact that the former leaders or the core components of Treyarch is create their own studio. That's very promising, to me.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what they I'm very excited to see what they build.
The day they drop that trailer or like gameplay walk around or whatnot, man.
We analyzing that, bro. Every bit of that, Especially if it's like a 6v6 FPS shooter type thing, because that's what it's gonna be. Something crazy like that. Gunplay mechanics. Oh man.
And it's also Firewalk too. We got Firewalk, Haven. We're gonna see what Haven is doing, but
Raymond Studio, Firewalk, Deviation. I know there's another one. There's one more.
It is another one, but I keep forgetting the name.
Yeah, I forget it.
But that's good that we're seeing like new studios form. In a time where we're seeing all these acquisitions of publishers, it's cool to see that there's actually like new studios forming where you're getting new creativity, for gaming.
Yo, Strick, I don't mean every single person. Strick, you know who I'm talking. You know who. You know who. The ones that were really checking, it don't apply to you. If you was checking before the acquisition, y'all know it don't apply to y'all.
Absolutely. You know what does apply to y'all though? Because for some strange reason, there's a lot of hype for this game, and I understand there's a lot of Harry Potter fans and whatnot. But for me, I haven't really seen enough. The first trailer was pretty dope, where I had my eye on it, but as far as super hype, it's not there. But a lot of people was worried that Harry Potter, not Harry Potter, but Hogwarts Legacy was going to be delayed to 2023. But we're getting news here that you know, they're saying that the game is still slated to come out in 2022. So it's coming from a Brazilian.
It's been like 2 years since we've seen this gameplay, man.
What's up?
It's been 2 years since we've seen gameplay of this.
Yeah, since the first conference, right, or the second one?
Yeah, first.
It's the first one, right?
First. Yeah.
It looked cool. The trailer looked good. The trailer looked good.
The trailer looked good, and the little snippets of gameplay we saw, it definitely. I'm intrigued. But you know, I'm just like, yo, can we get some new gameplay? Can we get like an explanation of like what we doing, what's going on here?
Yeah. Like a little breakdown, like, you know, even with Forspoken, we got like a little breakdown as far as like, all right, here how the button layout is gonna be and how you're gonna access your magic and whatnot. I would kind of like to see that with this game. But they're saying here from Warner Brothers Brazil, an official Harry Potter website, Wizarding World has updated with a new post on the year ahead, saying that Hogwarts Legacy is coming out this year. So the news that saying that it got delayed or isn't coming out this year. Oh, this was coming from actual Colin on Sacred Symbols. They said that the game wasn't going to come out this year. That'll be a huge disappointment, but I guess with this new information, they're saying the game is still slated to come out this year.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And by the way, we're going to have Colin on here in like a month when the Horizon releases. Yeah, it's going to be dope, man. Can't wait to talk to Colin for real.
Yeah. Can't wait to have some conversations with him, man. It's going to be dope.
Yes, sir. And yeah, so that is it for the news, guys. If you guys made it this far, you know the vibes already. Go and get those trophies, man. You know what I mean? Add that to your PlayStation stats for 2022. You know what I mean? So when PlayStation come out with the stats next year, about 2022, let's add these ones in there as well. You know what I mean? But
shout out to Strictly real quick with the $5 super chat. He says, "Let me live, Persona. I couldn't help it. LMAO. Happy Saturday, fellas. Shout out to Max Payne 3 on PC, looking better than Halo Infinite." Okay, bye.
Yeah, Strictly, yo.
Strictly wild for that, bro.
Yeah, shout out to my man Strictly, man. That's my guy. But Persona, we're gonna circle back. We're gonna circle back. We had a little disagreement. Well, I don't think we really disagreed. We just, you know, we're in two different angles.
Because even people in the chat are saying that, you know, oh, Persona sounded like a bot, and I'm like, how? I'm just speaking on what I think they're going to do. I'm not saying that PlayStation needs to do none of this shit. Like,
yeah, I think our approach is different, but here I know there's not going to be a disagreement.
Here here you might hear. Well, go ahead.
You gonna have a deep breath? Yo, so we're in the topic portion of the show where we have like a question that we want to ask you guys. You know, Persona, myself, we're gonna further elaborate with this whole acquisition of, you know, Activision and Blizzard. So after Microsoft's acquisition with Activision and Blizzard, what should be the next move for Sony / PlayStation? How can they respond, Persona? How can they respond?
So, Mr. Jay Bari.
Whoa!
I wanted to give my thoughts really quickly, if that's okay. So, one thing I want to say, Mr. Jay Bari, is okay.
Let me mute my mic.
I told you, Mr. Jay Bari, I told you that never underestimate the power of Microsoft and their buying power, okay? Microsoft is buying up the industry, and this is great for gamers, okay?
But this is great for gamers.
This is great for gamers, okay? PlayStation can't compete in this realm, okay, Mr. Jay Bari? I told you. I told you, and you didn't want to listen to me. Now you lost your favorite game, Call of Duty, and now Call of Duty is going to be on Xbox, and it's going to be exclusive. It's going to be exclusive. Okay? So, ha! Eat that! Eat that, Mr. Jay Bari. Now, in terms of PlayStation, they just can't compete, Mr. Jay Bari. PlayStation needs to just accept that they need to let Microsoft buy them. Let Microsoft buy PlayStation. I feel like Microsoft will make PlayStation better, right? So this is what they need to do, right, Mr. Jay Bari? I'm just being honest. Okay, like this is what they need to do, right? PlayStation, they don't have no games, right? They can't compete. They're not putting out any great games, right? We have Call of Duty now. We've got World of Warcraft, right? We've got all the great games now, Mr. Jay Bari, right? How can PlayStation compete when we have Call of Duty? We have COD now, Mr. Jay Bari. That's my questions. Now you don't want to talk because you're eating crow because Microsoft came out and they spent some money and they did what they did.
Listen, Mr. Gaming Politician.
Yes, Mr. Jay Bari.
Do you play Call of Duty, sir?
That's the point.
Do you play World at Warcraft, sir?
The point is that now,
Mr. Gaming Politician.
This is what I'm gonna
Do
say.
you play Overwatch?
This is the thing, Mr. Jay Bari. This is what I want to say. Now that Microsoft has bought Activision, more people will be able to play their games.
Hey, yo, mute this man mic, please. Mute this guy's mic, please.
I don't know why. I don't know why, Mr.
I thought you had that guy, tied up and tucked in the basement, man. Why is he keep?
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Does he got a knife on him where he's cutting the rope? What's going on?
No. See, he was eager. He said he wanted to talk about some gaming stuff today. I told him, look, I'll let you talk, but you can't go crazy, right? Because he was really excited about the Activision, but the Microsoft Activision deal. So he wanted to give his thoughts. I was going to have him speak when we were talking about Phil Spencer's words and stuff like that, but he said no. He wanted to talk at the end. So I said, all right, fine. I didn't think he was going to go off like that. I'm sorry, Bari. I'm sorry, chat. Mr. Game Politician, he just doesn't know how to act, man. He's very rude.
Very rude.
Very rude, very disrespectful. Mr. Politician, you're not gonna be talking on a podcast for a while because you don't know how to act. You don't know how to carry and conduct.
He said hi to me. He said hi.
Will you apologize to Mr. Jay Bari, Mr. Game Politician? All right, so you're saying no, Bari. I'm sorry. I'm so pained about it.
But Persona, how PlayStation needs how should PlayStation respond to this? Because I feel this is the biggest acquisition or gaming, this is the biggest gaming acquisition ever. Almost 70 billion.
Yeah. No, this is
how do they need to respond? Are you going to take the high road and be like, PlayStation doesn't need to respond. They got great games coming out.
All right, so for real, let me give a real answer here, right? Okay, so when it comes to PlayStation, the latter half of what you said is true, right? PlayStation has a lot of great games coming out. They have a very strong year this year, right? They've got a lot of great things on the horizon. We know that they have 25 plus games in the cook that they're cooking up, and they got these partnerships and all these great things, right? Now, when the Bethesda deal happened, I was like, because that didn't really affect me as much, and I didn't really think that was a detrimental blow to the industry as a whole, losing Bethesda and things like that. I didn't really see it as like, oh my god, this is oh my god, But when you see the likes of an Activision being taken off the table now, or potentially being taken off, well, not potentially, it is taken off the table. And potentially a lot of their games and what they're doing could be exclusive and all the other things that they're kind of building up here. You're losing a juggernaut in the industry, right? This, in my opinion, is going to put the industry in a frenzy. And I do think that an acquisition of this magnitude, PlayStation needs to respond, right? I was saying this on my show earlier this week. I do think that PlayStation should pluck one or two publishers off the market. I do, just because when you look at what Microsoft is doing, and when you look at how PlayStation, they're positioning themselves I do think while the industry is kind of in this frenzy state right now, it's a fire sale going on, as you clearly can see. I do think uh, PlayStation needs to pluck one off the market. The one that makes sense to me is Square Enix, just because they have such a strong relationship with them. A lot of their things already do, because I see a lot of people saying, "Oh well, a lot of those games are already coming to the platform exclusively, so why buy them?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And you also had shit slated to come exclusively from Bethesda, and look what happened. Now the whole cow is off the market. You get what I'm saying? I would rather them just buy those games up and buy that publisher Square and have that under their belt and let them have at least one that they can say, all right, this is ours. We could kind of fall back on that per se. But what I do not want PlayStation to do is to get into this acquisition wars with Microsoft, because we saw that Microsoft, or Phil Spencer was talking about, oh yeah, I know PlayStation and Nintendo aren't really going to hurt the industry. I'm worried about Google and Apple and Amazon and all that, blah blah blah. Which I hear what he's saying, right? But you're still potentially taking games away from PlayStation and Nintendo, right? Let's not act like you're doing this for the sake of the big three, when this is really more so to benefit you and position you as the big kid on the block whenever these other big companies start trying to come in and set their mark up, right? So I think when it comes to PlayStation, they are still putting out great games. They are still in my opinion, they are still the highest quality. They are putting out the highest quality games in the business. They're also have the most, in my opinion, some of the most talented developers in the industry right now. And I do think with what they're putting out, they're in a good position. But I think we need to look at this not in the here and now. We need to look at this 5, 10, 15 years down the line. And where do we see PlayStation? Because, and I mean PlayStation as a brand and not just a console, because I feel like them having a publisher under their belt that still allows them to at least have a cornerstone in the market and set themselves up properly to be this cornerstone within the game industry, to where they're making the games that they make and they're doing what they do. And, they just, it's business as usual, right? And they can still make the deals that they want to make with other companies and do all those great things. But I do think at least one publisher should be plucked off the market from PlayStation. They need to respond. They absolutely do. At this point,
I agree 100%. I feel like you're in a position now where even if you didn't want to, acquire like a publisher or anything like that, I feel like now you're in that position to do so, because if you look at the track record, what's going on, Bethesda, Activision, PlayStation has been in bed with these two, where they're spending millions upon millions just to secure a game for a year exclusively, or 6 months exclusively, or to get like content exclusive to their platform to incentivize people playing or buying the game on their platform. But what Microsoft has done in the last year, that they bought the two publishers that okay, you want to keep these games, pay these games, to get these games off our platform for a year or so, we're just going to buy the publisher. Now we're going to get the games regardless. You just spent all these billions, not billions, but millions of dollars, but we still going to end up getting the game. And now we own the publishing rights, or the IPs in itself. What PlayStation need to do is that, yes, they're in bed with Square Enix. They're, I think they have a good relationship with Capcom or with Sega. You have to buy one of those, and I will preferably for just my gaming standards or wants. I would say go for Square Enix. It makes perfect sense, because you paid millions to have Final Fantasy exclusive to your platform. Final
not
Fantasy
only that, but
14. Oh, my bad.
I'm sorry to cut you off. So sorry to cut you off.
You go.
But not only that, but I also think, because when you think about it from like the potential, like the IPs that Square has under their belt, there's a lot of things under Square's when it comes to their IP catalog, where they can, if we really want, man, PlayStation can, if PlayStation were to buy buy Square, and be like, hey, you know what? We about to do this shit all over, like how we did 7. Remake 1, remake 2, remake 3, remake 4, and really do those stories how they want for a modern time. We're talking of rebuilding a brand new Final Fantasy franchise that can pull old players and new people in, right? Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger. That's Square, right? That's Squaresoft. I got that right,
yes.
Yeah, of course. Suikoden is Konami. Yeah, not Suikoden. But you know, a lot of those other older franchises, they can really like do some plus Disney's already has a partnership with Square as well, where they're doing the Avengers game and all that. So that's even better for PlayStation because they're buddy with Disney and Marvel and all that. So I think bringing all that in together and really, I feel like Square makes the most sense for their IP potential within the vault, and also you know, what they've got coming down the pipeline as well.
Yeah, because Square also have a lot of developers under their belt too, like the Crystal Dynamics. You can have, you know, Lara Croft back under the PlayStation mantle, you know, if you have something like that. And they,
You know,
and on a multi-platform level,
oh my god, that would be crazy.
on a multi-platform level, they will benefit too, because Square also has a good relationship with like Nintendo. So whatever they're doing there, PlayStation's now a part of that, you know, talks and deal. So I think it's a smart move, like to just lock that up and have these IPs and these developers under your belt. And I feel like when it comes to having that much, you know, developers or studios, they can actually manage that. You know what I mean? It's one thing like PlayStation, got how many studios now? Like 17 now? Or no, 17. Not even that much, like 15 or 16?
17.
You know what I mean? But they manage their studios really well, where there's something always coming out at a set period of time, you know, hitting those marks at a high level and a high, you know, quality level. Like Microsoft, not just throw any shades on Microsoft, is that they have all these studios now with the Bethesda and Activision, but they wasn't even managing their previous acquisitions and studios like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we still don't really see what like we still don't really have anything from like, you know, Avowed and even Rare with Everwild. Like there's still a lot of other things that they say they're working on with Fable and Perfect Dark with Initiative, and we're not even seeing the fruits of that yet. So
yeah,
you know,
that's why it, like, it's great for them, but it's still worrisome, because I'm like, damn, the stuff that is tight knit with you're not even getting those things out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't want PlayStation to go into the whole acquisition war and all that stuff. I still feel like, you know, there needs to be some type of freedom within gaming where it's not just Microsoft and PlayStation, everything is under. But with that type of acquisition, I'm pretty sure PlayStation is like, yo, we have to secure something, because yeah, we can spend all these millions, but at the end of the day, you know, we don't have the IP, and then now we'll have to be tangoing and dancing in bed with Microsoft as far as everything that we want to do for our console and our games or whatever we're paying to have exclusive on stuff. But yeah, I think it's dangerous to do, but it's something that they have to respond with. And I feel, yeah, this acquisition has warranted that response, hands down, has warranted a response. And I don't think it's going to come anytime soon, but we already have them responding as far as like, hey, you know, I believe that Microsoft is going to, you know, ensure that, you know, these games stay multi-platform, because, you know, we have contracts and all that stuff, you know, dealing with that. You know, they responded with that. You know what I mean? Just because of that. I don't think they said something like with Bethesda. I'm sure they did, but I don't remember really hearing them.
Aaron is saying that according to the Financial Times, EA is next to be bought. Apparently, Sony could buy EA. I don't see Sony doing that though.
Yeah, I mean, EA would make sense to them as far as like, okay, now these licensed games, these NFLs and, you know, these sports games and whatnot is under the belt, but with how PlayStation speaks and this whole organic growth and, you know, strategic moves, EA, though it would be smart, but it doesn't fit the PlayStation you know, atmosphere, what they want to deliver.
Yeah, that just doesn't fit because I don't know, man. No disrespect to EA, just they don't exude quality, and they got a lot of problems going on there as well. Like I don't know. I just feel like I would rather them just do like if they're gonna if so say EA is 22 billion, right? Or however many billion, and combined total for Capcom and Square is maybe 22, right? I'm just ballparking. I would much rather Square and Capcom, and then rather as opposed to an EA, man. Because
Yeah, it just makes more sense for that, because you're already in bed with Capcom with like the Street Fighters and the Monster Hunters and all that stuff. you're already in bed with Square Enix with the Final Fantasies and other games that they put out, where you get these timed exclusives for like a year or 2 years and stuff like that. It just makes more sense where that fit that mold of what PlayStation is trying to put out. You know what I mean? It's a better sell. If they do something for EA, that's the strictly oh, we just want to lock this up and have a foothold here. You know what I mean? But it's not really like, oh, this is stuff that we put out like that. It's just like, hey, we just
And
trying to lock
also,
that.
I feel like Capcom and Square would be easier to fit into the mold of how PlayStation wants their quality, their
Yeah.
high qualityness. I feel like with EA, hiring a lot of people and having to clean up all that mess with BioWare and this fucking, crunch, all that stupid shit they've been doing over there. I just feel like that stuff I feel like that would be a much more of a heavier lift for PlayStation to get EA on track with how PlayStation and their studios do things as opposed to Square and Capcom.
I agree. Hey, man, but yeah, I don't know how they're gonna respond. PlayStation still have a lot of great games. Even with this acquisition, they're still like number 2 as far as revenue leaders in gaming. But that can change if they don't adjust with what's going on.
For people saying Take-Two as well, and I'm just like, nah, man. Take-Two just spent $12 billion. They not, trust what I tell you. That's too much
the
money.
Zynga thing, right?
Yeah, the Zynga. So like they gonna want too much money, and I don't think PlayStation can foot that. Personally speaking.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting, man. I don't know how they, like I said, I don't know how they're gonna respond, but they need to respond. But yeah, they're still gonna have a spectacular year. The lineup for 2022 is still looking immaculate. I think PlayStation is still in a good, they still have a good footing, but you have to adjust to that because, like you said earlier, that Call of Duty and Activision stuff is not just about the now. It's about the 5 years later. It's about the 10 years later. Heck, you know what I mean? So.
Yo, let me get these super chats. Yo, Ejectocito, cuh. I like that name. He says, will PlayStation ever recover? Recover from what? There's
recover from the deal? I mean, the acquisition?
We're not seeing how detrimental that is yet. Like, yeah, the 20 billion that's wiped off the market, that got wiped off, a lot of that was made back the next day, in the day after. But no one's talking about that though. Like the stock market's a very volatile place. And I think a lot of people, I think they know I think people know, but they're trying to be disingenuous, which is one of the biggest problems that I have with a lot of media today. It's a lot of very disingenuous things because a lot of people don't really understand how the market works and how it is. So they'll just see $20 billion is wiped off of Sony stock, and they'll just think, oh, okay, that means Sony is tanking, they're going under. When on a regular basis, the market does that on a regular basis, right? And even if you look at Microsoft stock right now, a month ago, Microsoft stock was $340 a share. And if you look at it today, it's $296. Does that mean that they're tanking? Does that mean that they're failing? If you looked at the news yesterday, NASDAQ and the Dow Jones both took major hits, upwards of 25+% off of the entire market. So if you trade on the NASDAQ or if you trade on the Dow Jones, regardless of where you were traded on, you were taking big percentage losses of 11% each, right? Off of just the entire stock market, right? But no one is talking about that, right? So everyone is down. And when this news hit earlier in the week, absolutely people were shifting money around. People were moving shit around and, trying to get more money out of there, moving money in and all that other stuff. But a lot of people bought the dip and it jumped back up. So I don't know. I just shit like that's just very disingenuous to me. I hate that stuff. But yo, Ejectocito, appreciate you for the $2 super chat again. He says PlayStation needs Capcom, Konami, Square, Sega. I don't think they'll buy all of that. But anything's possible.
Yo, and quick little news before we wrap it up. I didn't think we talk about the game size, the actual game file size for Horizon Forbidden West. It is clocking in at pretty much, we're just going to say 86 gigabytes, and that's without the day one patch. With the day one patch, I think we're looking at 96.35 gigabytes.
Crazy.
No, okay, we're looking at 96.35 gigabytes without a day one patch on PS5 version of Horizon Forbidden West. preloading begins on the 18th. I mean, on the 11th of February, and the game launches on the 18th. But what is the file size for the PlayStation? For the PlayStation 4? So here it is, right here. I'm kind of confused here. Oh, so they're talking about the European one is different from the US one. Interesting. So US is 86 gigabytes. In the UK, it's the 96.35 without a day one pack.
Jeez.
Interesting. Maybe it's an audio thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But yeah, you know, that's the cracking going to work. Imagine the PlayStation 4.
That thing's damn near hunt. Yo, that world, bro, that world is gonna be huge, man.
Yeah, man.
That world is gonna be huge. It's gonna be a lot
in
going
the
on
air, on the ground, on the water. It's gonna be crazy.
Listen, PlayStation 4 players, keep a fire extinguisher near your bed. If you playing this game, because that PS4 gonna take off, man. It's gonna take.
Have a fan there.
It's gonna take off.
There, boy. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the show, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. We ain't gonna see it. Thanks, YouTube. But if you made it this far, you guys all earned, you know, these trophies. And we're gonna give you guys the platinum for the day. You know what I mean? We appreciate all the support we are getting for the podcast, man. We had like 250 people in here. Thank you guys for supporting us.
More than that, we had 295.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
I was I saw it like 250, but okay. That's lit, man. Almost 300 people then.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys, man. Appreciate it. But yo, Persona, hit us with your outro. Let the people know what's going on for the rest of the week, what you're doing, where they can reach you. What is up?
Yo, man, first off, shout out to you, Bari. You know, shout out to the panel. Shout out to the chat, man. It was good chopping up with y'all. One of the great things about gaming is that we all can have conversations like this, disagree, and still be able to come together and talk about our love for gaming, man. Shout out to PlayStation. You know, y'all out here, man. The ball is in y'all court. You know how y'all moving forward. The ball is in your court. You understand? Yo, we had almost 300 people. It was 299. Bar, you'll see it when you end the show. You'll see it was 299. We almost had 300 people in here, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for really supporting our show and supporting what me and Bari do, man. We really appreciate y'all support. We appreciate y'all coming through. Thank y'all, man. You know, best PlayStation podcast on YouTube. You already know what's up, PlayStation podcast. Listen, next week is my birthday week, man. So, I'm probably gonna do some giveaway. Probably do a giveaway or two for my birthday.
Yo, you doing a giveaway for your birthday? Yo, you're a good man. You're a good man.
I'll probably do a giveaway or two, but yeah, man. When Persona speaks next week, and Bari, I don't even know if you want to do Card Sundays. It might be too emotional. It might be too stressful.
Oh no, I mean, I'm gonna do COD Sundays here and there. That's due to the fact that there's so much games gonna be coming out. I don't know how much I'm gonna be playing on, you know, COD on a Sunday. You know, Sifu about to hit, Uncharted about to hit. Then Horizon. You know what I mean?
This Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday, like yeah, for sure. This Sunday. For
sure. And then throughout the week, I'm probably gonna put out my my SCUF impressions and my thoughts and all that. Probably closer to next weekend, right? And yeah, you know, we played throughout the week, man. I'm chilling, and a couple of random streams here and there. But I do appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, next week episode is gonna be episode 69, man. You know what I mean?
In the back of my mind, he got me saying all the time. I said, "Baby, 69."
Now he want to sing. You know what I mean? Like he was judging me.
Yeah. 69.
He needs some lessons from me for sure.
No.
You know, Persona, if you need them singing lessons, man, we're gonna get them octaves and everything worked on.
Sure.
But nah, man, guys, we appreciate everybody coming through, man. Once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, hit the like button. if you enjoyed it a lot, subscribe to the channel, man, because this is going to be continued content here. This is pretty much the flow of What's Up PlayStation podcast. In the month of February, we're going to have Colin Moriarty on here, and we're going to be reaching out to get more guests. Also, people within the community. Like I said, look out for your DMs, you know what I mean? Because we're going to be DMing you guys and asking you, you know, if you want to be a part of the show. But yeah, be on the lookout for that stuff as well. But yeah, episode 68, guys, in the books. Beautiful show. See you guys next week. Same time, same two people, same place. Gaming with
You gotta
Persona.
say it better than that, man. Yeah, but like same time, same place. Damn it, how do I say it? Same time, same place, same crew, something like that. I forgot how to say it, man.
Yeah, that's you. That ain't me. That's you.
You're right. My fault. My fault.
Huh?
My fault.
I what?
You gotta trademark that, man. That'll.
Yeah, shout out to my man Sick Humor. Yo, bro, I kid you not. I listen to that song like on a weekly basis, bro. Like, daily basis. The joint is fire, bro. The joint is fire, man. But yo, guys, What's Up PlayStation podcast?
I might sing the whole song. I might sing the whole song from T-Pain. I gotta look at all the words though. I only know the chorus. But go ahead.
Yes, sir. You know, What's Up PlayStation podcast, episode 68 in the books. And we